This is Kyle and Brust.
Did you call us idiots?
Yeah.
On 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
It is a great day to be alive on this Thursday. Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust, and alongside me, dressed in white with that tan poppin', is Kyle Wallace. And by the way, I have another update, but you came in here later.
Oh, you
I
got
did talk to two more individuals that say, yeah, when you get back from vacation, you wear white to make your tan pop.
Now, those individuals you talked to, what was their ethnic background? What would you say?
White, older, like white.
European?
What do you?
Again, this is, I've never heard of this before.
I know. I was just confirming that this isn't something I made up.
Okay, it's not something you made up, because when we talk to
there
somebody
are
else.
things sometimes that I think are real that I then go out into the abyss and ask questions and be like, what are you talking about? There was, because you and I had a conversation with someone that said that's not a thing.
A very cultured, well-traveled individual, and
yes,
didn't know what
and I
you were
talked to
talking
two
about.
cultured, well-traveled individuals as well that said yes, that's very common.
Okay,
So I just wanted to confirm that I'm not going crazy after you and I had a conversation with someone about my idea.
There's a lot of y'all taking vacation around here. I don't see people dressed in white. Matter of fact, I stand out today because I'm dressed in white.
Yeah, because your tan is just bow.
Calling it a tan is quite interesting. You know what a tan is, right?
You can still tan.
No, but you understand why you say tan.
Okay. What do you want me to say?
You just say your chocolate look good.
No, I can't say that.
Yes, you can say your chocolate.
Your strong melanin has gotten stronger?
No, say my chocolate.
No.
Chocolate's a color, kind of. Yeah, chocolate's a color. I would consider chocolate.
What are we doing here? 800-990-3776.
I just want you to call me Big Sexy.
No. I'm fine complimenting you on my own terms.
Say I look like a delicious Hershey bar.
You don't to me, though.
Stop it. That's why you told me today I look real good.
I didn't say that.
I got compliments today, so thank you, Ben.
Yeah, you're welcome. For the white shirt is
going
viral on
my whole outfit today say look good, so thank you, Ben.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. Less is more. Of course, YouTube, you can see Kyle's tan
chocolate
on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. We will hold off on getting to CCAT. And have you created a list of 10 things based off our conversation of you being a transplant and not knowing anything about Wisconsin?
Just got to put the finishing touches on it. I've got the concepts of the plan.
But we can confirm that you did try a brandy old fashioned.
That has been checked off.
All right. So at least you put your money where your mouth is. Maybe not your money, because I heard Kyle bought it.
Put his mouth
but
there.
some action happened to make you accepted by the K&B family.
Well,
he's got a long way to go.
Accepted is pretty.
We've got
strong.
it on camera. It will be unveiled today.
All right, fair enough. Who was also on camera, on TV, is Evan Cohen of UnSportsmanlike. You can hear him on ESPN Wisconsin, 5 to 9 on ESPN Madison, 5 to 7 on 94.5 ESPN. And Evan Cohen, who joins Wildy and Tausch 9:30s on Tuesdays, which is very entertaining, will be joining us next. But I think this is a conversation I felt like we've had in many different ways. Maybe not to the degree of putting him on a list of top 5 coaches heading into the NFL season that are on the hot seat. But here's Evan Cohen on his hot seat list from UnSportsmanlike.
Number 2 on this list is a guy that could have been on the initial list of, we all know that he's on the hot seat, but he got a contract extension. I mean, Matt LaFleur has to be on this list, does he not? Green Bay Packers? At some point, this Green Bay Packers group has to put up or shut up. And what I mean by that is I have praised Brian Gutekunst, the general manager, so much. The guts to move on from Aaron Rodgers, the guts to go out there and give up tremendous draft capital and financial capital to get Micah Parsons, who now unfortunately is hurt and is going to miss probably half the season. At some point, you've got to put up or shut up. Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur combination. Never won a division, not gone to the Super Bowl, not been a top 5 MVP. Like, at some point, put up or shut up. And the Green Bay Packers, I get the loyalty. I get how good LaFleur is. I get that he'd be hired by another team in 2 seconds. That's not the issue. right? Like, it's same thing with the Ravens last year. It was understandable that the Ravens and John Harbaugh could say we should go our separate ways, just like it was maybe the best hire of any team in the offseason for the Giants to hire him like the next day. So it's completely understandable if Matt LaFleur and the Green Bay Packers after the season say, all right, you know what? Goodbye, see you later. And then LaFleur ends up as a head coach somewhere else.
That was Evan Cohen on Sportsmanlike, and a lot to unpack there because, again, there was an extension for Matt LaFleur this offseason.
Which we know nothing about.
Which we don't.
We know nothing
But
about.
ultimately, it would have to, like, I want to hear from Evan coming up next about, like, the solution is if I agree with all these things that he's saying. Like, even you say, Kyle, and fans say, well, if you move on to LaFleur, he's going to get a job right away. And he acknowledges that. But I think the conversation around Matt LaFleur is if they don't have the season that you want, is who's the right person then to come in. Because even though it was a major long list of opening coaching positions
This
last year,
offseason, yeah.
it wasn't like anyone was like, well, if you moved on to from Matt LaFleur, this guy's the guy. Now, the only interesting one that didn't work for time, because timing is part of this as well. You can't sit around and wait. Like, if you were to have moved on from Matt LaFleur after the Packers lose to the Bears after being up 21-3 at halftime or 21-6, and then you say, well, we want Clint Kubiak. You lost decently early in the playoffs, and they went all the way to the Super Bowl. And sure, there's backdoor things that are going on, but if you're going to move on from somebody, you don't want to move on with a plan of hope that this person's going to want to go coach for your organization if he's got eyes elsewhere. So, that being said, I think I'm even getting too far down the road here because Matt LaFleur is the head coach. And as we've talked about, as much as I get on Matt LaFleur about coaching situations and time management and just leadership, he's been a really good regular season coach.
Really good.
I agree with the put up or shut up at some point. Like, sooner or later, the excuses have to stop. About like why they're this, why they're that, why they're their 7 seed, and why they won that year, why they didn't win that year, why they didn't win last year. I think with a fourth year of Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur, you kind of are who you are after a certain amount of time if you keep putting up the same results. Now, but it'd be hard for me to say that if they're a 7 seed that I believe that Ed Policy is going to move on from Matt LaFleur because, again, they made the playoffs and it would be very weird to extend somebody and say, we're now firing you because you didn't get past the wild card round even after making the playoffs. So Micah Parsons being out for a majority or half or a quarter of the season. That's the part that I think is interesting about this conversation is, sure, he may be right in theory, but there's a lot that has to happen to get him on the hot seat. Like, he's not on the hot seat. He can get to the hot seat, but so many coaches can also get to the hot seat.
Yeah, barring something happen, just catastrophic for this team this season, right? Because I think the only way the Packers fire Matt LaFleur is if this team wins 5 games or 6 games next year, and that's probably because there is a catastrophic injury that negatively impacted this team's ability to be successful. But the Packers are a model of stability. That's exactly what they do. They love the consistency. They love the stability. They love knowing exactly what they're going to have. So even the thought of thinking that Matt LaFleur's on a hot seat after he signed an extension is absolutely crazy. It's nonsense. People got to understand that we got to love the one we with. And with the Green Bay Packers overall, and you talked about it, yes, there are some issues in the playoffs that we wish he would get over that hump. He has not gotten over that hump. But I feel like a lot of times when we have this conversation about Matt LaFleur, we forget the resume and the track record that he presents. We even forget the record that this team had last season, even though, we didn't get the end results we had. The record the record they had before the injuries, and again, the injury bug is a serious thing. If either of the teams that made it to the Super Bowl got bit with the injury bug, they probably wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, if the Denver Broncos did not lose their starting quarterback, Bo Nix, before the AFC Championship game, the Patriots are probably not representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. So, yes, injuries matter. They play a significant role, and unfortunately, this team has had the injury bug, especially last season, which really impacted Green Bay Packers. But what I hate to see is that people think that just because you move on and you fire a winning head coach, it means winning is going to follow. More often than not, when you fire a coach with a resume and a track record and how successful Matt LaFleur is, you're not going to end up winning a championship immediately after that. There are literally one handful. You can count on one hand.
You've mentioned this a lot, and that's what I want to make sure is a part of our conversation with Evan Cohen. And what's the example you're going to say?
I'm going to say John Gruden. John Gruden is the big example of when they fired Tony Dungy in Tampa, they hired John Gruden and they won. But that happened over 20 years ago. I think 25 years may be exactly when it happened. And so when you're talking about firing coaches, just understand most of the time it ends up on the dark side. Most of the time it ends up with your organization going in the wrong direction and regressing. That is something the Packers do not want to do, is regress, especially when you have this still youthful and young roster that, by the way, this is the only coach in NFL history to ever win a playoff game as a 7 seed. That is your coach in Matt LaFleur. He is the first coach
now you
to
sound
ever
like Homer.
That
game shouldn't count according to Homer because the U.S. won in the round of 32, which is made up. And the Packers are the first team to win as a 7 seed, which they expanded. So it's made up.
It's made up, even though it's going to be forever 7, or it's going to be even more. And then on top of that, the first 3 seasons he was a coach, he went 13-3, 13-3, 13-3, or 13-4. I think that last one. But again, he's the first coach in NFL history to do that. And so in their first 3 seasons. And so again, when I talk about, yes, are we disappointed in the results that not winning a Super Bowl? Yeah. But understand the flip side of that could be not even making the playoffs. The flip side could be the Packers being a team under 500. So I would rather the ship be steady. I would rather the Packers continue to build towards something which I believe they can be special, and I think a lot of folks around the NFL believe this roster has the ability to do something special. I would rather keep the ship going where the direction it's going than rock it and not knowing what the result's going to end up being. Because I'm telling y'all, you fire your head coach, it does not guarantee you're going to find success.
I know there's examples in other sports, right? The Mark Jackson to Steve Kerr, right? But
there's still very few teams.
I think this situation in the NFL, as hard as it is to win one, every move that you make is so major to the continuity and what you're building that if you make the move, which again, I don't think they're going to, unless he literally has to get it to a point where he misses the playoffs.
Misses the playoffs in an ugly, ugly way.
Correct. They just signed him to an extension. It sounded like Ed Policy, Brian Gutekunst, and Matt LaFleur have never been more aligned on the direction of the Green Bay Packers. Now, whether I agree with where they're aligned based off the performance that they've had the last 3 years, that's
the offseason. I think the offseason shows us a lot of alignment, especially with the fact that you bring in Jonathan Gannon and all of a sudden you see certain moves being made to add to that defense.
Sure.
I think there is a level of alignment.
What does that mean for performance on the field? With the same head coach and GM combo? To me, I'm not going to get my hopes up for something different until they show me that it's different.
No, tell me something. When you look at the performance on the field, right? And correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like the first year Jordan Love was a quarterback, and I'm talking about the Jordan Love era, not the Aaron Rodgers era. It seems to me the first year the Packers overperformed. They won a playoff game, and they end up making the playoffs.
Well,
year number 2, going into that game against the Philadelphia Eagles, who went on to win the Super Bowl, you seem outmatched. Your quarterback was coming off an injury. Your offensive line ended up getting decimated with injuries in that game, and you struggled as well.
And you hadn't beat a good team all year.
And then last season, it seems like you were going in the right direction, and then all of a sudden the knees of multiple players decided to go poof, and all of a sudden your season just went right down the drain for the Green Bay Packers. And so when I look at it, I'm like, all right, I get it. We didn't get the results we wanted, but there's a reason why. If I couldn't point to the reason why, right? If I couldn't pinpoint, I don't know why this team isn't succeeding, then I think that would be a problem. But when I can easily say, all right, well, yeah, when you lose Micah Parsons, when you lose Zach Tom, when you lose Devontae Wyatt, when you lose Tucker Kraft, it makes that uphill battle, significantly more of an uphill that you have to climb in order to get to a level of success. So when you can actually pinpoint and say, this is where the errors are, this is where we need to correct, and it's mostly injuries for the Packers, all right, well, I can get with that. But if it was something where we just could not figure it out, then we'd be in a problem. And now let me just remind everybody, right now, everybody some of y'all wanted to fire Paul Chris. Some of y'all, I ain't going to point no elbows, wanted to fire Paul Chris, Ben Bruss. And the grass has not been greener since we fired Paul Chris.
It doesn't mean the grass would have stayed green in the direction they were going. I didn't fire Paul. Chris McIntosh did. Not me.
When you and Chris McIntosh were alive, Chris, he believed in Ben Bruss. He said,
I never had one conversation about Paul Chris with Chris McIntosh. If he listened to me, that's maybe why he's no longer here.
He said he said Ben Bruss is right. So all I'm saying is let that just be an example and an antidote of sometimes the grass is not always greener on the other side. Now, again, every situation is going to be its own, right? And I think the Green Bay Packers as an organization are set up to be more stable than what the Wisconsin program is, especially with NIL. There's a lot of headwinds. But Ben Bruss, I don't think that the Packers would be better off right now firing Matt LaFleur than keeping Matt LaFleur.
Well, right now, obviously.
Well,
right,
even
right now,
obviously. To me, when he said hot seat means to me that it is
right
a
now,
put.
yes.
Yeah, right now.
I have a hard time saying right now just based off the actions of the organization, but I still think you treat the Packers with a little more kid gloves of like it's all good. I can find the narrative as to why I have hope that they can do something special. Now, I think there is some fact in what you're saying of pinpointing the reasons why they weren't a NFC Championship team. Like, you had major injuries. Like, you cannot deny
as
the fact
major as they can get.
You've said that. I get that. But I also can't sit on the fact that not 0-5, because I don't count Week 18. You're 0-4, and I don't just throw out the Baltimore game. You know why? Because if they win the Baltimore game in Week 18, it does mean something, because there was a possibility, the way we looked at the schedule, that the Bears could lose their last two, and they did do such. And there was an opportunity to win the division. And as Evan Cohen said in his message on UnSportsmanlike, they haven't won the division, and he jumped to Super Bowl. I think that's even too strong. They haven't been to an NFC Championship game in the Matt LaFleur love era. So I want to get this conversation with Evan Cohen, because I think what he's saying may be true about Matt LaFleur, but being on the hot seat right now, there's got to be more nuance to this, because there's no way he's on the hot seat right now. He's not going home and sitting on his couch and be like, he's like, I just got extended.
No, he's going something saying,
hang on. Let me open up my bank app.
Ooh, that
looked
check
good.
hit. That check hit.
That looked good. So Evan Cohen of UnSportsmanlike is going to join us next on Kyle and Brust.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust
Hi, guys. Well, you made my day, I'll tell you.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Your premier Michigan golf getaway includes rounds at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Book Monday through Wednesday for best availability. Savor elevated dining and unwind at the full-service Drift Spa between rounds. Grab quick bites in the expanded Sage Run Clubhouse, or refresh overlooking the 9th and 18th at Sweetgrass. It's all part of an unforgettable golf experience at Island Resort and Casino. Plan your getaway at islandresortgolf.com.
It's Mike with Infinity Exteriors. I've seen it all, Wisconsin. Sketchy sales gimmicks for low-quality windows, siding that costs more than a new home, fly-by-night roofers. 60,000 happy customers made a better choice. Infinity Exteriors roofing, siding, and windows all come with our lifetime workmanship warranty, no overcharges, and transparent pricing. At Infinity Exteriors, we're on a mission to save our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher for Outdoor Living Unlimited. Well, my wife and I chose Outdoor Living Unlimited to build our outdoor project. And when we met with Aaron and Eric Brown, owners and brothers of Outdoor Living Unlimited, we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values, and their showroom is a must-see at 665 Larry Court in Waukesha. If you're looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, and more, Outdoor Living Unlimited is a must. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Joint pain is awful when you're the person who is fighting through it, but I'm betting you aren't the only ones affected by it. Maybe you have a loved one who struggles with joint pain. You see what they don't say, what they've slowly stopped doing. It's time to be outside, moving, living, playing. Hey, it's Ben Brust, and let's talk about getting back to that life. At QC Kinetics, That's happening every day. People who are stuck in the cycle of pain in their hips, knees, shoulders, and back, they're finally stepping out of it with regenerative treatments done right there in the office. No surgery, long recovery, or putting life on hold. Just real relief. The inflammation eases and the pain lets go. They hear about it all the time, not just from patients, but from the people around them. He's back. If this sounds like you or someone you love, go find out what's possible. QC Kinetics offers free consultations to see if you're a good candidate. Call 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. Joining us on the Yuengling guest hotline, Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, and now officially in Wisconsin, DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. Is who we just talked about and heard from. Evan Cohen of UnSportsmanlike, ESPN Radio, ESPN Wisconsin in the mornings. Evan, welcome to the show.
Ben, Kyle, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Of course. So Matt LaFleur I want to get this clarified. Is Matt LaFleur on the sneaky hot list coach?
Let me set that up. Thank you, Ben, because I think I'm just going to tell you the backstory of how this came across today, because I knew that this was going to be like, I went into this saying people are going to inevitably take what I'm saying out of context, and I'm leading myself into them saying that I'm going to take it out of context. So here's what it is. Every day on ESPN Radio during this time period, we do the ESPN Radio Rank 'em series. So the topic is picked, and all shows across the board nationally are given the same topic, and everyone has to rank them. And you just rotate the hosts every single day, right? So it would be like, in your world, let's just say top 5 Packers receivers of all time, and then Kyle would do that. And then it would be like, top 5 Packers defenders of all time the next day, and then Ben would do that, and so on and so forth, right? So today's topic was top 5 coaches going into the NFL season on the hot seat. And I sent in 2 different lists. I said, okay, well, here's like the correct answer based on information that has been provided by the teams and by Adam Schefter, et cetera, publicly. So you've got to put Todd Bowles in Tampa, who I don't think should be on the hot seat. Aaron Glenn with the Jets. Yeah, I think Todd Bowles is a very good coach. But anyway, Aaron Glenn with the Jets, Shane Steichen with the Colts, Dan Quinn with the Commanders, and Zach Taylor with the Bengals. Mike Sherman's son-in-law, by the way. And Ben did not know that. I just saw that. Ben had no idea about that.
Yeah, I knew that. Yes, sir. You know who Mike Sherman is?
Yes, head coach of the Green Bay Packers.
He's so nervous.
And so I said to the team, to the producers, I said, I can do that one because that's like the real one. Or I can do the one that if circumstances break a certain way, I could see this guy by the end of the season being on the hot seat. And that's the category that LaFleur fit into. And so he was in a category with Mike McCarthy, believe it or not, because Aaron Rodgers gets coaches fired. I put Brian Schottenheimer on that list because I think let's leave the real life horrific tragedy that the Cowboys had last year to the side for a second. I think we've overrated how great Brian Schottenheimer was last year. They won 7 games. And plus, remember, Jerry Jones will sit there and see Mike Tomlin on TV every Sunday night and Bill Belichick on TV every Saturday, and you don't think he'll get enamored by that, right? So, and then Nick Sirianni, who's won a Super Bowl. So yeah, I put Matt LaFleur on that list with those coaches as if Matt LaFleur does not win a division, if Jordan Love does not win a division, if the Green Bay Packers do not get to the NFC title game, if hypothetically they don't make the playoffs, I don't really care about the extension because the person that hired him is no longer there. And this would be a colossal disappointment if the Green Bay Packers were not high-level contenders.
So-
That long setup, I know, but that's the setup.
No, and it's important because the next portion of the question, there was a lot of people that believe before the extension happened, after the it's kind of labeled 21-3, but I think 21-6 is even more damning when you lose that lead in the fourth quarter versus like a full half. There were beat writers that reportedly said Matt LaFleur shouldn't be back, and that's not very common. So when you get to that place in Green Bay, the question then becomes who? And you answer that in your portion where you had said he would be hired right away. But what examples are there for a team that hasn't been to a Super Bowl since 2010 in the NFL specifically, outside of like Tony Dungy and Gruden 25 years ago, that this actually ends up working in the NFL?
You're saying if
moving on
LaFleur
from a
were to let
coach
go-
and then having that success with a new head coach with the core of players that you have right away, because no one's going to want to be patient.
Well, I mean, the Seahawks did it. The Eagles did it. Like, these teams did it pretty quickly, did they not?
Well, I mean, when you talk about,
I'm not saying the next year, but
it wasn't the next year with the Seahawks. Would they fire Pete Carroll? Was it an agreement to move on from
It's
Pete
still
Carroll?
the same thing.
And the team at that
it was
point,
2 years later they won
but
the Super Bowl.
But the team, to me, the team's construction of the team is a little bit different, especially when you talk about the quarterback position and how the guys developed overall. But I don't feel like they fired Pete Carroll after they had a great year. The Packers have had
Let me
really
ask you this.
successful seasons.
Kyle, as a Packers fan, and I'm literally thinking about this on the fly, but I think it's a pretty good question. If I told you 2 years from now, the Packers win the Super Bowl, is it more likely they win it with Matt LaFleur or more likely they win it with his replacement?
100% with Matt LaFleur.
How can you say that?
100% with Matt LaFleur, because, again, when you look at this, not just a track record, when you look at the way this team was trending last year, because, listen, success is not linear, as Jason Wilde, who always tells us, who joins us, today, coming up here pretty soon, but it's not linear. But overall, when I look at where the Packers were last year, Evan, I can pinpoint why the Packers ended up falling off a cliff last year. If the Packers last year didn't lose Micah Parsons, if they didn't lose Tucker Kraft, if they didn't lose their defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt, if their best right tackle...
I would say Jaden Reed early also, by the way. That was a huge one today.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. I can look at the team and say, okay, I understand why the team had a fall off. Now, if this team still had all their best players last year and they still found a way to not win the NFC North, they still found a way to be a 7 seed, they still found a way to blow a 21-6 lead in the fourth quarter against the Chicago Bears in that wild card game, then I would understand why the hot seat would be there. But I see why he got the extension, is that this team was really good last year until injuries decimated their season, and that is why I believe that Matt LaFleur is sitting comfortable, not on the hot seat, but with his feet up saying, we good to go, man. We focused on trying to win, not me trying to save my job.
Kyle, let's do it this way. Let's create the floor for the Packers this year. Worst case scenario, their record is what?
I say 8-9. Worst case scenario. Worse.
Okay. So it is possible in your mind, not probable, but possible, they are 8-9. Is that correct?
Yes, it's possible.
I love this lawyer questioning.
It's possible.
Line of questioning.
It is possible they are 8-9. If that possibility comes to fruition at the end of the season, will Matt LaFleur get the opportunity to run it back?
Yes, he will get his chance to run it back. He will. He absolutely will. Because, Evan, I'm going to tell you this right now. It's possible 8-9, but I'm telling you this right now. There will be a reason why. It is either the health of Jordan Love. There is. If this team is healthy, even with Michael Parsons probably coming back by week 8, if this team is healthy through the year, there is no way in the world that they do not make the playoffs. No way in the world this team does not make the playoffs.
But every team has injuries. Obviously the players that were injured were significant impact players. But there's a consistent theme of 7 seed, 7 seed, 7 seed. And if they go 8-9, you just need to do something.
Well, you're not 7 seed.
Yeah, you're not a 7 seed. But even if they are a 7 seed, you're just being complacent on what you've been, and something has to change. Otherwise, why would you believe?
Based on your hypothetical possibility of worst case scenario, getting them to 8-9, which, as you said, can only be by way of significant, massive injuries. Micah coming back later than we anticipated. Obviously, his brother threw it out there hey, don't expect him right away. All that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what you're telling me is there is no scenario that if you were asked to do the exact same assignments nationally that I was asked to do that you could have even considered Matt LaFleur on that list?
No, Matt LaFleur's not on that list. And the thing is, this is my big thing, Evan. Even if the Packers end up winning 6 games, I know there is going to be a huge reason why. I would be shocked if the Packers went into this season healthy the majority of the year and they don't win at least 9 games this season. It would have if they won 6 games, it's because people went down. That's what I'm just telling you. That is how good this team is. ESPN ranked them in the top 10.
So I'm gonna now try to come up with scenarios to see if Kyle will budge on whether or not there is any way, shape, or form.
Good luck.
That Matt LaFleur. Hold on, I got a couple of them.
Yep.
That Matt LaFleur could find his name on a legit hot seat. And let me be clear. I don't believe he's on the hot seat. What I believe is there's a path of getting there. Like, for example, there's no path for Andy Reid to get to the hot seat, right? There's just no path.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a path for Ben Johnson this year to get to the hot seat.
You scared me
Chicago.
when you said Ben.
I'm saying that with the coaches, there's no like some coaches have a path, other coaches don't, right? In this specific case, I think there is a path for LaFleur to get there. You do not.
No,
right?
I do not think there's a path.
All right,
for
let me ask you
the
this.
hot seat.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Packers have a Sunday night football game this year?
Yeah, they do.
Is it home?
They got a lot of games.
They play
this
on
year.
every day except Tuesdays.
Yeah, they got a lot of
So
prime time games.
let's say there's a let me just pretend there's a Sunday night football game this year at home. NBC comes to town. Fly in private, Appleton, get off the plane. Smells like football. Smells like just football. It's Lombardi. It's Titletown. It's Lambeau. You know what it reminds me of? Where I was for the last 20 years. Who am I? Mike Tomlin. Mike, hey, Goody. Mike, how you doing? Tomlin flirts a little bit. Yeah, if you ever need something, give me a call. Yeah, you mean like what Micah said about Tomlin? You ever need something, give me a call. All of a sudden, you start feeling, Kyle, after the 8-9 possibility of a season for LaFleur, Tomlin would be interested if that job was open.
Well, the conversation would come around them playing the Dallas Cowboys at Lambeau Field on October 18th and the Buffalo Bills at Lambeau Field on December 13th. So times without Micah and times with Micah.
And Tomlin's bouncing around there doing the broadcasts.
Evan,
now it's starting to feel like you almost want the sneaky hot list to
be
come
the one.
true.
Evan, you got to understand. I think you mentioned it as well this morning on Sportsmanlike. Is that's not the Packers way. The Packers are a model of consistency and a model of stability. That is exactly why you get a brand new president of the team. He comes in and you see a little bit of a shakeup. The Packers make a move we never thought they would make, trading for Michael Parsons. Even this offseason, signing guys over the age of 30, which is a rare thing that we thought that Goody would never do. You see a little bit of change, but the one thing that did not change is at top. They love that stability. They love the fact that they had Goody consistently going to be there. They love the fact that they can keep Matt LaFleur there. And so that's why I don't believe that they're going to rock the boat and fire somebody if they win 8 games this year, or if they win 9 games this year, if they don't win the NFC North. I don't believe that is going to be the case. I believe they looked at this over the next 3 seasons to see exactly how can they maximize Jordan Love and Michael Parsons being together. They re-signed Christian Watson to an extension. They gave Jaden Reed the extension. Tucker Kraft, our tight end, is going to get the extension as well. I just really believe that they're looking at this as, yes, they want to win a Super Bowl this year, but it's not just about this year. It's about taking advantage of the window of opportunity over the next 3 years.
It's complacent, Kyle.
Understood. But the consistency of this organization, and it is historically a great organization, they have figured out the transition of quarterback better than anybody in the history of the sport. This is not meant to be a knock on the Packers or to say they don't have a chance to win it all this year or Jordan Love can't be great and Micah wasn't a great addition. It's none of that, Kyle. It's just a defense of a point I made that I believe there's a path for LaFleur to get to the hot seat. And let me be clear on something.
Mm-hmm.
The model of consistency, as Ben alluded to, has been 7th seed, no division title, no conference championship games in plural, right? That's the consistency. Is they're good.
To be specific, obviously, in the Love LaFleur era, which I think is fair to
That's
bring
all
up.
We're going in the year.
You had a
we're
Pro
going
Football
into
Hall of
year
Famer.
4. I mean, come on, year 4. What we saw last year by Seattle and the Patriots as well, special. very special. But this ain't easy. Getting to a Super Bowl ain't easy. Winning a championship, it ain't easy. And Evan, you lived through it.
But he's paid like an MVP, Kyle. Jordan Love is paid like an MVP.
No, Jordan Love's paid like one of the quarterbacks at the time that was coming up for a contract, who was really good and had a good future, and he ended up getting that top dollar. And so that's exactly what it is. Jordan Love was even playing top 3 MVP level going into that Denver Broncos game as well. So I believe that this is going to be a great year for the Green Bay Packers. Where I do,
I pick them 17-0 every year, though. So how are we supposed to take you at face
I'm going to
value?
be disappointed. Look, Evan, Ben, I'm going to be disappointed if the Packers don't make it to the NFC Championship game. Extremely disappointed, but I'm not going to say it's a fireable offense if they don't make it there. But I'm going to say I'm going to be extremely disappointed because the way that this roster is, and when guys do get healthy, I do think they're one of the best teams in the NFL. They have one of the best coaches, one of the best quarterbacks, and that should all end up with the Packers doing something different that they have not done the last 4 years.
Evan Cohen on the Yingling guest hotline on Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. I just want to make sure we give the proper love to Yingling. But for other context as well, you can obviously see how much Kyle loves the Green Bay Packers, and you already know that. But from a mindset standpoint, the Milwaukee Brewers are 24 games above 500. They are 9-1 to win the World Series. The Packers are 20-1. And I know you're not a betting guy, but immediately Kyle will dismiss the Brewers and say the Packers have a better chance, even if the statistics and numbers say otherwise. So no matter what you throw at them, it's going to be looked at from a positive light no matter how the season ends, no matter what. We learned if they lose 6 games, Matt LaFleur's fine. If they
win 6.
Yeah, win 6 games, Matt LaFleur's fine. So whatever scenario you come up with, good luck, because I've been trying forever.
And I'm not trying to fire Matt LaFleur. I'm not trying. Like, Jordan Love, to me, is an unbelievably easy guy to root for. He seems wonderful as a person, and he seems like he's got crazy upside. I just don't know what this combination is between LaFleur and Love. I guess it's fine is what it is. Like, it's fine. It's fine to good. It's not good to great. And I think that Kyle.
Kyle, you yourself would say the Packers have been good, not great as a whole.
Evan, when the Packers were playing the Denver Broncos, and I know you were watching that game. When you were watching that game, did you think that was a fine to good team you were seeing there, or did you think that was that Packers team's on?
Let's go back. Mm-hmm. Let's go back. Let's go to week 2 of last season. Let's go to Thursday Night Football of last season. Mm-hmm. Okay, week 2 against Washington, where we as a show, UnSportsmanlike, that was last year, right? Yeah,
that's correct.
Yeah, sorry. We were there week 2 in that building. And I walked out of there into the car to go back to Milwaukee to do the show the next day from the studios that you guys are in right now. And I said, that team's going to the Super Bowl easily. Like, easily. I thought they were a juggernaut. And I remember walking out of there, and I was standing next to Chris Canty, who obviously knows football inside and out, playing 11 years and winning a Super Bowl. And I was like, I don't even think they played as well as they could. And he's like, no, they're awesome, and Love missed this throw, that throw, and this throw. Imagine when he makes them. They're going to pummel people. Smalls, who's a huge Packers fan, is living it up, saying, my team's going to the Super Bowl. Let me make sure that I can find a studio on that Monday after the Super Bowl to be there for that in San Fran. And everything went the other way. So this is not a, let me crap on the Packers. This is, I know how good they've been, but the totality of Love and LaFleur has been fine to good relative to expectations. Kyle, you just said you expect them to be in the NFC Championship game.
I do expect the NFC Championship game, and
what happens if they're not?
Listen,
I'm going to have excuses and reasons as to why it didn't happen.
I'm going to be extremely disappointed, but I know the way this organization flows, and they're definitely not getting rid of their head coach, especially if he makes the playoffs.
All right, so Evan, I'll play along with the sneaky hot take.
Question for you, quickly, because you just said Kyle's going to have excuses and reasons as to why. Those are two different things. Excuses would be something along the lines of, I'm making stuff up that doesn't necessarily exist.
I don't do that.
A reason. Well, hold on. Ben is saying that, Kyle. A reason would be, well, wait a minute. Micah got hurt. He's not playing. Tucker Kraft got hurt. He's not playing. Those are reasons. Excuses would be out of his tuchus. That's a different story. So which one is it?
Yeah, which one is it, Ben Bruce?
It's both. It is both. There are reasons, and then there is a lack of logic when it comes to you being a green and gold goggles Packer fan. That is just that is the truth, and you're smiling because you know there are facts, and then there's everything's great.
No, Evan was spot on. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate Evan coming on, clarifying the difference between excuses and reasons. I don't give excuses.
You're
give
known
reasons.
as the flip-flopper
Rationale.
around here. Now, my last question before we let you go is, all right, in this hypothetical that Kyle said there is a possibility that they do go 8-9, and we'll live in a scenario where, despite the extension, Matt LaFleur is no longer the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. For the sake of the argument of your list today on UnSportsmanlike, what type of head coach would be best for this Green Bay Packers team? Is it a Mike Tomlin? Is it a young, up-and-coming Kubiak?
No, it's Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
It's Mike Tomlin. I love Mike Tomlin. I think people can tell that if they've listened to the last 2 minutes here. The reason also I love Mike Tomlin is I'll go Tom Petty. He won't back down. There's an element to this Packers team that would be bothersome to me if I was a Packers fan of like, why are you letting Ben Johnson stomp on us like this? Why are you letting him talk trash to us like this? You think he's gonna do that to Mike freaking Tomlin? You think Ben Johnson's gonna be up there and start talking junk to Mike Tomlin? Are you kidding me? Now, Mike Tomlin, more likely than not, is going to fall in love with the salary, the role, the opportunity, and everything that goes along with Sunday Night Football. And I don't know if he's going to be jumping back into it so quickly, but Mike Tomlin does not back down to anyone. And what I wouldn't like if I'm a Packers fan right now, and I don't think Kyle can even argue this one. Maybe he can. There's an aspect of last season. Not only did it not go as well as you wanted it to, and I'll give you, Kyle, the reasons, Micah's injury, Kraft's injury, etc. But injuries have nothing to do with allowing Ben Johnson to talk as much junk as he talked to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
And no one fought back.
Listen. I'm going to tell you this right now. The reason why I believe the Packers made some moves at the end of this year to get older is because they wanted to get a level of maturity on that team, because last year at the end of the season, our starting safety, Evan Williams, said we lack maturity. So what do? You get rid of some of these young guys and you bring in some veterans. And that's exactly what the Packers did. And I think that's going to pay dividends for the Packers this year. Because you're right. The fact that they allowed them.
Who are you talking about specifically?
So they brought in a Zaire Franklin, right? NFL All-Pro. Right, yep. They brought in a Javon Hargrave, somebody who's played in the defense with the defensive coordinator, but also played in the Super Bowl as well. So you're talking about guys who have a little bit of edge, but guys who have more experience, replacing a Quay Walker, replacing a Rashawn Gary, who at times people thought maybe didn't give 100% of an effort all the time chasing down guys. So you just kind of replace guys who found a level of success in the NFL with guys who are still searching for the level of success of consistency that you need.
My only argument to that is not about those players stepping in terms of leadership, but it's about, again, where you started, Evan, is it's still the Love LaFleur era, and what are they able to do? Because I don't think you win with Zaire Franklin and Javon Hargrave. I think you win with head coach quarterback, more importantly, in those late game situations.
Sure, and I will concede this. I will eliminate the word fine that I said with the Packers, right, with Love and LaFleur. I said fine to good. I'll just say here, Love and LaFleur have been good.
Yes.
They've been good.
Good, not great is the mantra of the Green Bay Packers over the last 3 years.
They've been good. And you know what? Kyle wants it consistently. They've been consistently good.
Mr. Good, Kyle Wallace, and Ben Bruss. Thank you, Evan Cohen of UnSportsmanlike.
Do you even know who the Goody Mob is? If I was to reference that, Ben, no chance, right?
What do you think? You're asking a question you know the answer to.
He may not.
Wow, that could be a good nickname for you and anyone. The Goody Mob. It's just all of a sudden the Packers are just good.
Well, hopefully we create a group called Grady Mob coming up.
Nailed it. Thanks, Evan.
I was about to go to break. I was about to say we're on Sportsmanlike on ESPN Radio.
We're Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin.
You're surviving Kyle and Brust.
That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying?
That's 100% what you're saying. Now, I disagree.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Toscher here for MoMA. Battling a sore knee, a shoulder, elbow, hand, neck, back, or foot pain? MoMA can get you back in the game. MoMA is the new Midwest Orthopedic and Musculoskeletal Alliance, connecting trusted local providers like OIW, SMOC, and Innovative Pain, with expert care and innovative treatments provided in their offices. The Surgery Center, Ortho Laser, Smart Scan, or MOSH. With the best orthopedic care and recovery, MoMA can get you back to doing what you love. Call or walk in today.
Summertime is when you'll find the largest selection of homes on the market.
But it's the bottom of the night, as it's also the time when homes move the quickest.
This is Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf and Associates, powered by Keller Williams.
And I'm Andrea Woshinski. With more buyers competing, preparation, speed, and expert local guidance can make all the difference.
Start your home journey today with our white glove service at wendorfteam.kw.com.
Tony Wendorf and Associates.
A real estate team driven by faith, gratitude, and results.
One of the most important concepts in sports is don't drop the ball. Are you dropping the ball with your estate plan? When was it last updated? Have you even done one at all? It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jason Wilde for Walney Legal Group. There's a lot at stake for you and your family when it comes to wills, trusts, probate, and elder planning. At Walney Legal, that's all they do. Tailored documents. No confusing legal jargon. Just thoughtful guidance. Do the blocking and tackling to protect your family. Start a conversation today at walneylegal.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Some nights, you don't want a 4-course meal, you want a martini and maybe some fries. Girl dinner at the bar at St. Kate the Arts Hotel gets it. Every day from 4 until close, pull up a stool and enjoy a crisp Caesar salad, golden French fries with garlic aioli and ketchup, and one of St. Kate's signature martinis. Your call. No reservations required. You can learn more at stkatearts.com, stkatearts.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
The Big Slide, barns and barns of animals, and all that food on a stick. State Fair is one of the biggest events of the summer, and we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any 1-case 30-pack cans of Miller High Life or any 1 12-pack Leinenkugel craft beer and receive 1 free State Fair ticket, all while supplies last. But don't delay. Tickets go quickly. And I know you don't want to miss the bacon-wrapped bacon. Visit us today at 51st and Oklahoma in Milwaukee and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. See us this week for your free Wisconsin State Fair ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
And visit us online at discountliquorinc.com.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. I was going to say shout out. More so, thanks to Evan Cohen of UnSportsmanlike for joining us to discuss his sneaky top 5 coaches on the hot list, which is not labeled that way on social media and on TV, but the context is important for our conversation.
Shout out.
We're big journalists here.
We
want
are
to get
big
it right.
journalists. I want to say shout out to Evan Cohen for explaining to Ben Brust exactly.
But
thank you, Evan Cohen.
I know what it is.
No, you
I'm
don't.
not saying you don't have reasons, but sometimes your reasons become the lack of the main thing, and it's like, well, just go pack, yay! Everything's gonna be great.
It took Evan 15 minutes to realize. Wait a minute. Kyle makes a lot of sense. I don't know why Ben said excuses. That's why you had to ask the clarifying question. So thank you, Evan Cohen from UnSportsmanlike.
Did you know one segment doesn't that 15 to 20 minutes doesn't take away all of the excuses that you've made over the last 3 years? Just so you know. Now, I think it is important to note on the conversation around Matt LaFleur in this hypothetical of if he is a 7 seed again, I think based off the extension, he's likely safe. But if they don't make the playoffs, there may be reasons why. But one of the reasons that I think would have probably more of a reason to not get rid of him if they don't make the playoffs, is this factoid of just seeing a ranking of the offensive line and them being in the bottom third of the NFL.
Now, that isn't a Matt LaFleur issue.
That's what I'm saying. That would help him, even if he was 8-9. If there's nothing that he can do because Goody put together an offensive line that he thinks by moving Sean Rhyan to center and Aaron Banks, who he restructured, so he's going to be here, Jordan Morgan, who he drafted. Like, if those things that he has his fingerprints on don't go well, affect the way that Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love can effectively run an offense with the talent that they have, that they've invested in, and got rid of the fat and maybe made it a little more lean and focusing on the guys with true talent. That is another thing, a part of this very nuanced conversation of if it does go wrong, I already know what Kyle Walsh will say. And I think I'm putting my hand in the air and saying right now that is fair. I could change my mind as you do. But right now it is very fair that if the offensive line does not play well, it's going to hamper the ability for Love and LaFleur to do what they need to do as a offense and make this team go while Mike is out.
It's one of the biggest risks that this organization has taken going into this season is basically saying, you know what, we believe that there is something in this offensive line where there can be a cohesiveness that can allow for them to be better than what we saw last year. Moving on from Rasheed Walker and putting Jordan Morgan at left tackle, there is a lot of unknown right there that comes with a lot of risk. Running with Anthony Belton again at guard is going to be a lot of risk. Not knowing exactly the health of Zach Tom, because it seems to me that the Packers don't even know how healthy Zach Tom is going to be to start week 1 of this season. There is a lot of unknown, and the Packers did not do enough to ensure that the drop-off between a Rasheed Walker or a drop-off between a Zach Tom or whatever it is on the offensive line isn't as good as it needs to be. Now, we'll see what's going to happen with Sean Rhyan at center. I believe in the Packers organization, think he'll be good at center. But there is a risk that if things go wrong with this offensive line, there's nobody behind them that can save the day.
And I think when you say that, I haven't really heard anyone screaming at the defense of the offensive line because it is new. Like, this combination has never played with each other in these 5 spots specifically. It's not like Brian Balaga or Mark Tauscher, who have played offensive line, have also said, yeah, don't worry about it. It's something that you need to keep your eye on throughout the offseason, but you probably won't know until you get into games. So that's something that I wanted to note in the overall conversation of where the Packers end up this season. But for you listening, 800-990-3776 is the number that you need to know because it is Thursday already. I don't know how, but Over-Under is coming up next. So if you're caller 6 and caller 9, you will be a part of Over-Under. Caller 6, CCAT has a category for you and an Over-Under line set.
How has it been going the last 2 weeks?
We snuck out a victory on a crazy topic.
Oh, man.
Me and
At
Homer.
the buzzer, it was
a stupid topic.
Amount of hot dogs eaten in the year 2025 by market or city.
Stupid.
And y'all found a way to.
And we found a way to win.
You just went big city?
We basically went city, but then I guess Phoenix at number 10. Phoenix happened to be on the list. Like, it was stupid. It didn't make me feel good. Like, I like when we can put our brains together on like knowledge that we actually like do for a living. Not hot dog consumption.
Well, might be too late for that. I don't know what he's picked this week.
Caller 6, caller 9, 800-990-3776. We'll see if he's any better this week in CCAT, and Kyle and I team up. Caller 6, caller 9, 800-990-ESPN.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
I was in New Orleans telling stories. You in the middle of a quiz.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Summer and baseball go hand in hand, and as a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers, Carbless is helping fans swing into full flavor all season long. Whether you're at the ballpark, tailgating with friends, or catching the game from home, Carbless delivers bold flavor in a convenient canned cocktail that's ready wherever summer takes you. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 100 calories, gluten-free and full of flavor. Carbless. Find your bliss near you at drinkcarbless.com.
Kevin Moret here, founder of Mentality Men's Health. Remember the dad we all respected, worked all day, coached our team at night, and still had something left in the tank at bedtime? If you're now the dad who has lost a step and looks like you gave up, stop. There's a reason. One quick blood test of Mentality, we can tell your total and free testosterone that could be causing all these issues. Our physicians have helped over 25,000 men get back to who they are meant to be. Start today at lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com.
Best time of the year, it's patio season. Hey, it's Alex Strofe, and no better place to soak in patio season than Veer North on Milwaukee's east side. Veer North brings the energy with a spacious patio, elevated food, and craft cocktails perfect for summer nights. Headed to a game? Start here and hop on the shuttle straight to the ballpark. Same goes for Summerfest and all your favorite festivals, pregame, postgame, or stay for the whole night. Live music, great vibes, and a menu that goes way beyond the basics. Veer North is not your average sports bar. Veer North, Milwaukee's go-to for summer fun.
Your grill just got an upgrade, and it's right down the road.
Burn Pit BBQ is now available at Walmart.
That means no waiting, no guessing. Just grab it, fire up the grill, and get to work.
We're talking premium rubs, sauces, and seasonings made for real flavor and real results.
Every single time you cook.
Whether it's a quick weeknight dinner or a full weekend cookout with friends and family, Burn Pit BBQ helps you bring bold, consistent flavor to every bite.
Head to your local Walmart and find Burn Pit BBQ today, right in your neighborhood.
Because better BBQ should be easy to get and even easier to enjoy.
1896, Horicon Bank first opened its doors. Wisconsin wasn't even 50 years old.
We've maintained our roots over the years and yet expanded.
We empower our people to invest in the community. We give them 40 hours of volunteer time.
We're doing it with a personal touch, with a desire to say yes to our customers.
You shouldn't have to work with a bank that sends their profits to New York City or Toronto. You can keep your money here and it benefits Wisconsin.
Horicon Bank, together doing good for 130 years. Member FDIC.
Ready for a weekend you won't forget? Get to the Brewers series against the Rockies Friday, July 24th through Sunday the 26th. There's a game for every fan. See a Brewers postgame alumni legends game on Friday. Then collect a Brewers Guess Who giveaway Saturday night, courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Looking for an unbeatable family day? Join the crew Sunday when the first 5,000 kids get a local artist t-shirt giveaway designed by Unfinished Legacy. Get tickets at brewers.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher for Outdoor Living Unlimited. Well, my wife and I chose Outdoor Living Unlimited to build our outdoor project. And when we met with Aaron and Eric Brown, owners and brothers of Outdoor Living Unlimited, we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values, and their showroom is a must-see at 665 Larry Court in Waukesha. If you're looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, and more, Outdoor Living Unlimited is a must. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Time now for Over Under on Kyle and Brust. It is Thursday somehow. The week flew. Hopefully it did for you. Couple of Madison towns that I don't know why you didn't save this. As we get you into the Wisconsin world, you have to pronounce these without us saying it off the air. You need to say the names on the air. So let's get to Over Under.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under.
So Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, we team up and get 10 guesses to get as many right answers as possible. Chad and Fitchburg, which normally I get mad at people when they take the under, but with the uncertainty of topic and the lines of a new person giving these to us, I'm not going to get mad until I understand how CCAT operates. He said, is it Fixburg? No, it's Fitchburg.
Okay, Fitchburg, yes.
And Mitch in
Stoughton. You got Stoughton, right?
You got Stoughton. Chad is on the under. Mitch, you're stuck on the other side with the over. We're going to do our best for you, Mitch.
So here is what the topic at hand is. I want those laptops closed. I want that desktop closed.
All right.
Just get to the damn topic.
Listen, I don't know how good of guys you are a host, so maybe you have prep up.
Damn. You want to start out like this?
I'm just saying.
You're questioning
our integrity right now?
That's crazy. Not Kyle Wallace.
How well do you know the 2025 Green Bay Packers?
We think pretty well.
The Packers, in the regular season, played 17 games.
Yeah, duh.
They did not lose 10 of those games. So what I'm asking you, Kyle and Ben, if you can put your noggins together, if you can name the week and the opponent of the games the Packers did not lose in the regular season.
Why are you saying did not lose? The weeks they won in the regular season.
Right. Well, you know,
The
just
Well,
there's a wrinkle there, Ben.
Okay.
Now, let's get on the same page here.
They only won 9 games.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
This guy's an IQ of 14. Yes, they won 9 games. They did not lose 10 games.
Okay, yeah, and we tied 1. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
That's why I used the phrasing that way.
Okay, all right, got it. All
That's
right.
fine.
But you need to give me the week and the team, not just the team.
Let's go in chronological. You good with that?
Yeah, we can go chronological.
All right. You can start the timer whenever you're ready.
Who's the final answer guy?
Mr. Packer Backer himself.
Okay.
On your marks, get set, and they're off.
Week
Let's go
1,
with
the
Lions. Week 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Week 2, the Commanders.
Commanders.
Final answer.
Oh, yeah, the over-under is 8.5, by the way.
Okay, that's fine. But where's our ding, ding, dings?
Week 3.
What's going on here?
Was the loss.
Week 3 was Cleveland.
Week 4 was the tie to the
Cowboys.
So
It's got to be final answer. You're going to
Final
get
answer.
some trouble.
Okay.
Cowboys final.
Week 5, I think, was the Bengals, which was
Joe Fluco.
Twice
in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, which they beat the Bengals. Final answer. Oh crap!
Wait, why did you go? You say week 5?
Who did they play week 5?
Well, it was Bengals week 6.
Oh, must be.
We got one wrong, so now we got to be really.
Yeah, Bengals
maybe we work backwards now.
Okay, work backwards.
Week 18, week 17, no.
Week 18, Vikings, no. Week
Baltimore,
17,
no.
Baltimore,
2
no.
minutes.
Ravens,
Bears, no.
Week 16, Bears, no.
Broncos,
week
no.
15.
Who was
Broncos.
before the
Bears?
Broncos?
Yeah, Bears were for her the Broncos. So that's week 18, 17, 16, 15. Week
14
were the Bears. Yes.
You
Is
have
that
to
a
say
final
Final answer.
Then Thanksgiving.
And then Thanksgiving week 13. Week 13 was Thanksgiving.
The
Then
Lions.
the Lions.
You have to say final.
Final answer.
Then it was the Vikings. They played 3 divisional
Yeah,
games
week
in a row.
12, the Vikings. Final answer. And then the Giants were week 11, I believe, because before that they lost to the Eagles, I believe. Week 11, Giants. Final answer.
Ooh, I mean, it's a trepidatious final answer, but you got it.
All right, so we have.
And then week 10 was the. I think they only won 4 games.
When
in a
was
row.
the Steelers?
Steelers was when I was out of town, so it had to be like week 8 or something like that. Because
I think it was before the halfway point.
Yeah, because then they lost to Carolina.
1 minute.
So they lost to Carolina and they lost to the Eagles back to back.
So that would make the Steelers week 8?
I believe so. Yes.
You have to say final if you
Final
want.
answer.
That means if we get the Bengals at week 6, or what did you say initially? Week 5?
Week 5. Who did they play week 5 after the Bengals?
But if we get the Bengals, that's 9.
Okay,
correct. Bengals week 6.
Oh, I think you need to get
30 seconds.
Do the Bengals.
Bengals week 6. Final answer.
So we have Lions, Commanders,
Who did
Cowboys,
they-
Bengals, Steelers, Giants,
Cardinals. They beat the
Vikings,
Cardinals.
Lions,
They beat the-
Bears.
they beat
We
the-
have 9.
No, but he said we got to get
8.5.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, you got
Oh.
it. You got it.
And then the Cardinals.
And
right?
Kyle would have gotten it anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
10.
He knew
9,
this. He ain't true to this.
8. 7.
He said, hey, wait a minute.
Wow.
The line was 8.5. We only needed 9.
Yeah.
He had to
Mitch
get
from
10.
Stoughton, he's the winner.
Yeah, Mitch from Stoughton's the winner. Again, you got to believe.
Shout out to you going backwards.
Yes.
'Cause going forwards, it's like, wait a minute.
Because it's almost like you need to go with like what you remember
Yeah,
last and work your way
yeah.
back. The start and the end were very memorable. The middle, those
Yeah.
weeks blend in like crazy.
Once again, another line that was decided on the hook. So where's the credit for me?
We don't care.
No? Ben Rust,
your flow
Mr.
of marking the
Sportsbook,
answers,
doesn't
not giving
like
us ding ding dings.
No credit to the
Kyle,
book.
you didn't do final answers. This whole operation was bad for over under day. I will just say that.
I knew you guys would slip up from the bye week. Because you go in that order, you get in a flow real quick. But yeah, it was the Bengals were week 6. They had the bye before that.
Early
Oh,
bye.
yes, that's what it was. Yeah, you got me.
So you didn't even, I thought you realized you made a mistake on the bye. You could have really slipped up there.
Correct.
Great job, guys.
Thanks, CCAT. We
No problem.
appreciate it. Congrats to Mitch and Stoughton for believing, not by choice. Chad and Fitchburg, you know better. You know better than to not believe in Kyle and Brust, even though I said I don't blame you for not believing us beforehand. But
You
now
know
that
who
I'm right-
Chad and Fitchburg is?
No, he's just been,
Oh.
not personally, but he's.
Oh, well, you know better, Chad.
Yeah, he knows better. He knows better.
In the Fitchburg.
Back in 2 minutes.
Hi, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Most contractors cut corners and disappear when there's a problem. Not us. Since 1997, we've completed over 60,000 projects, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and were named 2025 Roofing Magazine Contractor of the Year. We set the standard for exterior remodeling. Trusted by homeowners, proven every single day. We're excited to show you why choosing Infinity means peace of mind. Visit infinityexteriors.com to see why your neighbors trust Infinity.
ESPN Milwaukee fans, it's Gabe Neitzel here, and I want to introduce you to Jens Family Chiropractic. If you're dealing with back pain, neck pain, headaches, or sciatica, Jens Family Chiropractic focuses on finding the cause of the problem, not just helping you manage the symptoms. For nearly 10 years, they've helped Milwaukee area patients find real answers through personalized care and advanced treatment options. Learn more and check out their new patient special at jensfamilychiropractic.com. That's jensfamilychiropractic.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper, scratch paint, Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin.
Sorry. Caleb Williams is so mid. 36% completion percentage when pressured. Jeez. That's
NFL Live on ESPN catching Kyle's attention.
That is, I get it. The kid has some talent, but like Bears fans, like, oh well, you know, when he got pressured against the Packers, what happened when he ran backwards? Like, all right, yeah, he makes miracles happen.
That was the
indeed.
Rams where he ran backwards.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he ran to his left against the Green Bay Packers.
Yes,
and
but no, he legitimately ran backwards against the Rams.
And he fell backwards. And Keyshawn Nixon not playing defense. Whew.
You good now?
Talk about Keyshawn now. Like, just save it for this segment, not next segment. This is the Keyshawn Nixon, area.
No, this is at this time yesterday. We created, with the help of the K&B fam at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talk and Text line, all the things that you, CCAT, need to do to be accepted in Wisconsin, because you're a transplant that doesn't know how to pronounce names of cities. You haven't done anything that would make you really considered a Wisconsinite. Do you have the list of 10?
No, I don't have it complete.
Oh,
I thought we were doing something else right now.
We made sure that you did one thing, and that was to try a brandy old fashioned.
That did happen.
That
yesterday
did happen
at approximately 6 p.m. Central Time. It happened yesterday.
Not on duty, right? Once you were off duty.
Once I was off duty, off air, off camera, all that behind closed doors, but on camera, Kyle was it was just a doll. A perfect camera work.
A doll, huh?
A doll. That's what I'm
doll?
trying to talk
A
while
Barbie
stretching my
doll?
hand and getting the video ready.
I mean, you can just tell us. So
Do you
C-Cat,
call? I mean,
a
to each
doll.
their own. That's quite
That
the.
was a weird way to fill time.
That's quite the.
You
quite
told
the,
me to call you sexy chocolate
yeah,
earlier.
I mean,
so
I
that's
mean,
weird
yeah,
too.
it is quite the thing to say. Call an alpha male like myself a doll.
Okay, you're not an alpha male.
I'm an alpha male.
You had to ask your
Standing
wife
on
if you
business.
could bet $50.
No, I'm a new age alpha male.
Yeah, everything
Okay.
keeps changing. The goalpost keeps moving.
You already know what it is.
Here's a video, but is there audio to supplement you trying this brandy old fashioned for the first time?
Yeah, there's supplemental audio.
All right, here you go.
All right, let's see how it is. We're making this man a Wisconsinite. Come on.
Oh, it's delicious.
Okay, why you make that face? what?
Come
on
you
now, you're
kidding
coughing.
He coughed.
You can't cough on a brandy old fashioned. Like, that's
it ain't-
impossible.
It was a bad first sip. Okay.
That's what he keeps saying. I'm trying to understand.
Like, did you sip the drink wrong?
I don't think that's possible.
No, he told us that he doesn't do liquor very well. I see. I've never seen this before in my life. This man is almost 30 years old, and he coughed over a sip.
I've never seen someone cough up a brandy old fashioned like they took a swig of like their college alcohol that they can't look at anymore.
He thought it was the bottom shelf. This is not bottom shelf that you was drinking. I was very surprised. You saw what I said. I said, did you just cough?
So is brandy a brand or is it a kind of liquor?
It's a kind of liquor.
So Kyle, did you say I want the Johnson brandy, or did you say give me the bottom barrel stuff?
There's like a main brand that just I know that they use to make it at where you got it.
That's what they. That's
so
what
what's
they use,
what's
though.
the review? Because right now all I heard was a cough, and you fake say it's good.
I took another sip. I gave it a second chance. I didn't give up on it. So it sounded like this and looked like this if you're watching on YouTube.
Oh gosh, you're just destroying it. I'm about to stop. This is too much.
You hear the?
All right,
He's
Ben
never
Brooks
gonna
is a
make
liar. It's sweeter. That's liquor.
That's liquor.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yes.
He was
What's wrong with you?
Ben,
It
he
made it
was
sound like
eating-
I was going to have one of those nice, fruity drinks they have in the gas station.
Nah. He was eating a cherry too. It was just all hanging from his mouth.
I was trying my best.
He was putting the cherry in there because he couldn't handle the
does-
brandy.
yeah,
the
that's-
strong liquor, the 120 proof apparently.
Yeah. The kid tried to warn us that it was he's not a drinker, and I guess to each their own, man.
No, that's fine. It's not full elimination, but
no,
it's definitely not a hot start.
You know what? We are a state of beer as well, so maybe you do need to stick to drinking the beers or something like that. But
he doesn't. He said he's a cider guy, not a beer guy.
Again, I ask again, where do we find these producers from? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Far and wide.
They all have
They're all
some weird quirk about them and just a little different. Different.
Diana and McGuanago, you're on the Carbless Talking text line.
Hey, Dirty D.
Get him a kitty cocktail.
Hey, I wanted to share with you guys. Guess who I talked to this morning, Ben? I talked to my best friend this morning.
Not Giannis.
I wish. Jesse Nelson.
Oh, wow. What made you talk to Jesse Nelson, Dirty D?
Are you guys like friends now?
They were. No, heck no. He even said that I don't like you. They were talking on Wilby and Touch this morning about the Giannis store under the Cumbros being, if they wanted to know if it was still open. Well, I was down there on Friday. We dropped like $200 in that store.
Oh, wow.
They love us in there.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm sure they do.
Do you enjoy Do you enjoy brandies? I mean, excuse me. What is it?
Brandy old fashioned.
Brandy old fashioned.
You're not even from Wisconsin. What's going on around here?
No. Anyhow, they wanted to know if the store was still open and let them know. And he even said, he goes, "This is Diana, the girl that don't like me." And I'm like, but I wanted to let them know that the store was still open, but I never got a chance to tell them to express over the air to everybody if you guys could do that. If people are still would like to know, the store is still open.
What?
She said that 5 times.
The hands up.
What?
Bad screening.
She said.
No, this is part of the Dirty D experience where like she's gonna get mad at me. She's not gonna get mad at you. I hit a point where I'm just like, we're saying the same thing, and it has nothing to do with anything we talked about.
I tried to redirect
It's like storytelling.
I tried to redirect her to old fashioned. She said, no, don't like it. But I just got to let you know, the store's still open. I dropped 200. The store is still open.
Is the store open?
The store is still open. Listen, now, do Dr. Coon Bros, are they a partner? I guess kind of.
Yeah,
so I guess we'll allow it.
I give the official grade of the brandy old fashioned.
Yeah, out of 10.
A 6.
You suck.
Better than average.
What's a 10 to you?
10 to me. Well, it's the first thing I rated, so I almost.
No, I mean, like, what's a drink?
Come on, man. It's easy. Like, what's your drink?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a iced tea lemonade is a 10 out of 10.
Oh, gosh. I'm talking about a cocktail. A cocktail. Not a damn just ice, not a on a palm.
If I take him to Wisconsin, if I take him to a Madison tailgate, Wisconsin, like,
do you have iced tea?
We used to set up those
lemonade?
tailgates, and like to celebrate, it was a tequila shot.
Yeah.
And I met my wife at that tailgate. We had 3 tequila shots before 11 a.m.
He'll spit it up like a baby.
Kyle, I misunderstood. You said drink. You meant alcoholic drink.
Drink
Pina colada,
here means
number
drank.
1.
Yeah.
Pina colada is a 10 out of 10. Undoubtedly, a bad pina colada is better than some of the best cocktails I've ever had.
I can't.
There's something wrong with you, man.
He said a pina colada.
There's something wrong with you.
What's number 2? A Shirley Temple?
No, that'd be a dirty Shirley.
I went to a very popular supermarket the other day, and they had their own brand of canned Shirley Temples. Haven't cracked one open yet, but it's waiting in the CCAT fridge.
Are you 14?
He got to be. He's got it. He's still sneaking it. He's still sneaking it. You having a bachelor party next week? It seemed like you'd be better suited for a bachelorette party.
Tell us about Steinhoffels, and we got to get Jason Willie. I need a break from CCAT. You've broken my brain.
Yeah, CCAT is definitely interesting, but something that's also interesting is Steinhoffels. And if you are looking for any type of great shopping, you can do it at Steinhoffels or visit steinhoffels.com. Whether you're looking to upgrade your patio, whether you're looking to upgrade your kitchen, whether you're looking to upgrade your bedroom, you can do it with a Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhoffels. I look at my home, and I love the fact that when I lay on my couch, literally every day when I come home, I lay in my living room, I get to chill on my great couch from Steinhoffels. Every time I lay my head down on my beautiful mattress, it is from Steinhoffels. They have so many great selections at a great deal. You can shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com, and I promise you, are going to love anything you get from Steinhoffels.
CCAT's a weirdo. Jason Willie joins us next on the Yingling Guest Hotline.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Yeah, play some defense on him or something.
You're asking the wrong person.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We do have a crash heading on I-41 northbound right near Capitol Drive. It's blocking the left shoulder. I-41 is very slow heading southbound, starting at Good Hope Road, and you're going to be on your brakes all the way through Hampton Avenue. Additionally, the left shoulder is closed on 94 heading eastbound near 70th Street. It's causing delays up through 76. We also have the usual delays on 94 heading both directions right near the American Family Field interchange. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes. You earned it, they help you keep it. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. Overnight tonight, slight chance of showers and isolated storms, low of 64. Tomorrow becoming mostly sunny, high of 78. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Elizabeth Lintonen on 94.5 ESPN.
The Homer Hour with special guests every day from 5 to 6.
That's why I said the toughest part to me for the Packers is that the division is, I think, better than it's been.
The best 60 minutes of your day happens on the Homer Hour.
So the issue is, and I'm working on the T-shirt right now, this season is very simple.
This guy.
Got to win the damn division.
Weekday afternoons from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It's a winning explosion at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This July, Winplosion rockets in, bursting with $300,000 in cash and reward play. For your shot at winning, just play with your rewards card. Then join us for the Thursday night prize drawings. Plus, every Winplosion entry also counts toward the big WinFest Grand Finale in September. It's Winplosion. Big bang, big bucks. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jen Latta. I've spent my career around athletes, coaches, and people looking for an edge. That's why I was so impressed when I visited Revival in Brookfield. From kickboxing-inspired fitness, Kaiser cutting-edge performance training, yoga, bar, Pilates, and a suite of recovery experiences that include red light therapy, infrared sauna, cold plunge, and contrast therapy, Revival is redefining fitness and wellness all under one roof. Limited Tier 1 memberships are now available while they last. Schedule a tour today at revivalbrookfield.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. And beer fans, we've got something to cheer about. Michelob Ultra is the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. So whether you call it soccer or football, it's time to get your game plan ready as the world's largest soccer tournament returns to the USA. Stop by Discount Liquor to pick up a 12-pack of Michelob Ultra and score a free Michelob Ultra soccer koozie. At Discount Liquor, we stock over 15,000 varieties of beer, wine, spirits, THCA, and non-alcoholic beverages, all at the lowest prices in town. From craft brews to hard-to-find whiskeys, we've got a lineup for you. So don't get caught off sides with an empty fridge. Stop into Discount Liquor and stock up before kickoff. Visit us in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma or in downtown Waukesha at Barstow and Maine.
Discount liquor.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our great friends at Road America. Turn your day into an experience at Road America. Just a short drive from Milwaukee and Green Bay, this legendary track offers more than just racing. Walk the grounds, explore every corner, and watch action from wherever you want. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. And on-site camping lets you stay all weekend. WeatherTech Vintage Weekend with Brian Redmond is coming to Road America July 16th through the 19th. Great food, great views, and non-stop action. Road America, where racing meets the outdoors. Check out roadamerica.com.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I would certainly hope that they would if I'm a Packers fan.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Believe me, I have tried to get some information on that.
Holding everybody accountable.
We felt that way last year.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle and Brust.
Jason Wilde is joining us now on the Yuengling guest hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, and now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. Jason Wilde, happy Thursday. Welcome into Kyle and Brust.
Hi, guys. How we doing?
Doing well. And I think context matters for our next conversation because...
oh, boy.
Number 2 on this list.
Whoa, we're triggering. We got a hot trigger back there. Despot.
Is that the Evan Cohen thing where he talks about taking a shower that Tausch heard this morning at 7:06 and really wanted us to get to, and we never did?
No.
What about taking showers?
We did not get to the shower.
I don't know. We never heard it. We're saving it for tomorrow because we had too much stuff going on today with us being in person, which very rarely happens.
I did see that. Now, Jason, Evan had done a sneaky coaches that are on the hot seat list. So not your typical, top 5 hot seat. So this is in the hypothetical that probably they go 8-9, they miss the playoffs, that sort of thing. I guess my question to you then is, in this hypothetical, because we just got caught up in this world, what does Matt LaFleur have to do to be completely safe in your opinion?
Yeah, look, I thought, last year Matt LaFleur was asked by somebody, do you feel like you're coaching for your job? And I thought his answer, because he clearly wasn't expecting that question. He wasn't prepared for it. I thought his answer was one of the better answers I've heard him give, and I thought he was very, authentic about how he said it. It didn't sound rehearsed. It didn't sound flippant. He said, I really look at it as I'm coaching for my job every year. And, I think we've talked about this before. I think the idea that the contract extension itself basically, makes him, undeniably safe. I'm not sure I agree with that. Now, look, let me be very clear since context does matter. I don't think they're missing the playoffs. They may not win the division. They may not win a playoff game because we've seen that movie before. But I I don't think there'll be buyer's remorse from Ed Policy if they have another season where they don't win the division, 7 seed, 6 seed, 5 seed, whatever, and then they lose a playoff game on the road. I don't think Ed will look at it and go, gosh, maybe I should have made a change. Now, if they somehow were to go 7-10 and not make the playoffs, and it's not because of injuries, do I think that there's a world where they would make a change? Sure. And remember, and this is the one thing, this is the reason why I don't look at the money thing as this sort of, oh, well, they can't do it. There are some college basketball programs or college football programs that, they might keep a coach that they want to fire because they don't want to have to pay out his contract, right? And other college programs that have so much money, they're like, yeah, well, it's fine. We'll fire Jimbo Fisher or whoever.
We've got the
it might
governors
be, right?
of Louisiana calling for jobs.
Yeah, for real.
Right,
It
exactly.
happened.
But remember, if Matt LaFleur, let's just say in this hypothetical world, they parted ways and they fired him, whoever hired him next, whatever they pay him would then come out of whatever the Packers still owed him, or in terms of offset language. So, do I think that if Matt LaFleur got fired, which I do not, I'm going to be very, very clear, I do not think is going to happen. I don't think should happen. I think there's a large segment of the Packers fan base that does not understand how hard it is to win in this league, and criticizes him more so than he deserves. Not that he doesn't deserve criticism, but I think he'd be coaching somebody else in 2027. So the whole part of the money thing of having to eat the remainder of whatever the extension is, it's not really that big of a factor, because now would it allow some other team to maybe pay him less than they would if he was a complete free agent? Maybe, but I think my point is the extension does not make him unfireable. I just don't think they'll have any reason to fire him.
Jason, do you think the Packers actually improved this offseason from last year?
I think it depends on what Zaire Franklin is, for one, and two, what Javon Hargrave is. I mean, they did with those two guys, as we've talked about a bunch, something that's not typically what they do, right? They went out and got guys that are veteran players. That now Zaire Franklin's had his 30th birthday. Is Zaire Franklin an upgrade over Quay Walker? Is Javon Hargrave an upgrade over Colby Wooden? Is Matthew Golden playing more going to be an upgrade over a pretty productive guy, although a kind of an odd guy in Romeo Doubs? I don't know. But if I'm going to be the guy who has done this time and time and time again about being 9-3-1 and leading the Denver Broncos and on the verge of a 2-touchdown lead on them on the road in the second half, I mean, I'm not sure they needed to improve a ton. What they needed to do is get healthy and get Tucker Kraft back and have Christian Watson and Jayden Reed for an entire year. And, I hear the promo all the time of you guys talking about when Micah Parsons is going to be back. And, yeah, that's become a real question mark.
So, Jason,
because of things he said on his brother said on social media. So there's a lot of moving parts here to know whether or not they'll be better or not. But I think they improved simply by getting guys that were already on their team healthy.
I agree. So basically, me just reading between the lines, you thought the Packers are right there with the Seattle Seahawks then. When healthy.
I do. I look, and I don't know who did this, but I saw it kind of caught fire on Twitter. A bunch of people on the Packers Twitterverse had retweeted it, but it was basically the clip of Josh Jacobs' big run in Denver, and whoever the fan was wrote, "Am I the only one that thought the Packers were going to the Super Bowl after this run?" No, you weren't, because I certainly thought they were going to beat the Denver Broncos that day, and they were going to be a more than legit Super Bowl contender. And I know we go back to that game a lot, And I made a comment on our show yesterday that, like, Matt LaFleur's job is not to keep wallowing in, what might have been. His job is to make sure that they don't have the same things happen to them in the future. It is not to, live in the past of the disappointment of that playoff game. And I don't think he is. Like, I don't think he's wired that way. Like the rest of us are. I mean, I'm the biggest culprit of it. I keep talking about that game, and if I'm the head coach of the Packers, I'm saying there's not a damn thing I can do about that anymore. It happened the way it happened. Christian Watson left in an ambulance. We lost Zach Tom in that game, which everyone forgets. Again, I'm speaking as the Packers head coach, and then we lose our best defensive player. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I would have trouble moving on, and I'd be living in the past. But he's the head coach. There's nothing he can do about it. So I think they were right there. Do I think they would have played in the Super Bowl if they get through that game and both Zach Tom and Micah Parsons never get hurt? I don't know. They still wouldn't have had the number 1 seed. I don't know. Like, they might not have. They could have. But, like, if they had to go to Seattle and win an NFC championship game on the road, it's a coin flip. But I certainly think the narrative about the coach is a lot different if they lose the NFC championship game in Seattle and they win the division. Because, again, let's not forget, Romeo Doubs not handling that onside kick in the second Bears game, the first one in Chicago, the regular season one, that's what also makes that Minnesota game meaningless. Because if he handles that and they beat the Bears, then in both the regular season games, then the Packers are in a win and we win the division scenario for that finale in Minnesota. And they win the division. And so those are all ifs and buts, but no, I think they were a team that was completely capable of playing in the NFC Championship game, and then any given Sunday. Maybe they win it, maybe they don't. But instead, they lost 4 in a row to close the regular season. They blew a 21-3 halftime lead and gave up 25 fourth-quarter points in a loss to their arch rivals. And that's why this offseason the narrative has been so much about that. And that's what happens. That's the reality. But they were so much closer to a very different reality. And Matt LaFleur can't keep thinking, I wish. But I can keep going on the radio and talking about it like that because that, I think, is the reality of where this team was.
Jason Wilde joining us on the Gingling Guest Hotline on Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. And, Jason, I'm not going to – I know lists amongst the whole NFL is not what we want to do, but it was interesting to see –
Other than the fact that I'm doing one.
No, just for reference, as I ask you a different question, it was interesting to see the Packers at 27th from Warren Sharp, who's a deep analytic guy, ranked from an offensive line standpoint. Is it fair to say, and maybe I just want your overall opinion of the importance of both, that the offensive line is just as important as Micah Parsons? Because if the offensive line doesn't perform, then Jordan Love and the offense can't thrive the way they need to while Micah Parsons is out.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously have a lot of offensive linemen in our lives, right? We've got Tausch, we've got Brian Bulaga, we've got Joe Thomas who joins us. They will tell you that you're 1,000% right, that it all starts up front, and it does. And, their running backs aren't going to be productive if their run blocking doesn't improve, and that definitely was a problem last year. Obviously, the protection with a new starting left tackle and with some inconsistency, especially during that playoff game, is obviously a huge issue too. So, yeah, look, there's 2 positions that I was talking about this with Gabe this morning on Jed, Gabe, and Chewy. I think universally we can all agree that the 2 positions that you have the least amount of faith in as a Packers fan, or in my case, a Packers beat writer, is their offensive line and their cornerback group. And if those 2 groups turn out to be much better than they kind of are on paper on July 8th or 9th, then they got a chance to do some really good things. If they're as concerning or more concerning than they are today once the games actually start, then they got some problems. And we'll see which ends up being the case at each position.
Well, Jason, we appreciate the time and the insight as always, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde, host of Wilde and Tausch across ESPN Wisconsin, 9 to noon. And he's talked about the great work with Tausch about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Because if you're shopping for those new windows and doors, you don't want haggling. No haggling. Nobody likes haggling. You want straightforward pricing, honest conversations that help homeowners find the right fit, and that's exactly what they did when I worked with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. They talked through what we were looking for in our starter home. The windows had been there since 1940, 1950. I could barely open them. And then they introduced some products that made sense for our budget, for our life, and it all went from there because it was real pricing, premium quality, no games. So when you buy through Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, that same team that manufactures your windows and your doors is going to sell them, install them, and service them, so it's all in one house. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com. That's PellaWI.com. Kyle Wallace was Homer, and even when he was Homer being opposite of what Homer thought, that got a lot of negative reaction about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kyle took the other side, and we'll tell you what happened next.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
Somehow she still loves you. Still fascinating to me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We are still seeing that crash on near the Capitol Drive off-ramp heading northbound on I-41. If you're heading northbound on I-41, you are going to be on your brakes from around North Avenue all the way through Burleigh. If you're heading southbound on I-41, it's still very slow from about Good Hope Road all the way through Hampton Avenue. We're also seeing delays on I-94 right near American Family Field. Much worse heading westbound, you're going to be on those brakes from 35th Street all the way to Hawley. Overnight tonight, slight chance of showers and isolated storms, low of 64. Tomorrow becoming mostly sunny, high of 78. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Elizabeth Lintonen on 94.5 ESPN.
Heading to Milwaukee's east side? Make Veer North your first stop. Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Alex Stroh. Here to tell you at Veer North you can catch the big game, hop on a shuttle to the stadium, or hang out for live music all summer long. Elevated food, craft drinks, and a packed event lineup. Veer North knows how to keep the energy going as the weather starts to warm up. Close to Fiserv Forum, Summerfest, and UWM. It's the perfect place to pregame, postgame, or just stay for the whole thing. Veer North, right where Milwaukee comes together.
Every homeowner has a list. That roof, those windows, that bathroom you've been meaning to update. If you've been putting off home improvements, you're not alone. At Exterior Pros and Baths, they help homeowners upgrade their homes with beautiful roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, and bathrooms built to last. Right now, save up to $3,000 on your next project. Don't wait until a small problem becomes an expensive one. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com. Exterior Pros and Baths. Done right, built to last.
You already know that Kessler's is the world's largest employee-owned group of jewelry stores.
We were recently told that Kessler's is the fastest growing group of jewelry stores in America.
Well, it just goes to show you.
Show you what?
That people like to feel good.
What do you mean?
Rick, you know how many people will drop by and look in the showcases and have some coffee and chat with their sales associates?
Yes.
That doesn't happen at other stores.
Really?
People come to Kessler's because it brightens their day.
It makes them feel good.
It certainly makes me feel good.
Tell me why.
Well, everyone's always in a good mood. And everything is clean and sparkling and romantic and happy.
It feels like sunshine and rainbows, doesn't it?
Sarah, that's exactly what it feels like.
When you're having a great day, come to Kessler's.
Have some coffee and let us clean your jewelry.
Our jewelry cleaning equipment is completely different than what you have at home.
And we're delighted to do it for free, of course.
Welcome to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Kevin Moret from Mentality Men's Health. Here's what we've learned in treating 25,000 men. You can't just rely on testosterone alone anymore. To run at full capacity, your body needs peptide therapy on top of your TRT. Our physician's treatment designed to support your recovery, repair, and performance with peptide therapy. A custom plan around your numbers, monitored every step of the way. Testosterone levels the field and peptides drive your results. Start today at lowtusa.com.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. And as Giannis Antetokounmpo moves on to Miami, he sat down with Jim Paschke, did a long interview on his YouTube channel. He did a great 2-minute goodbye that he posted, in which he said, "This is my team, my city," and that sat wrong with Homer on the Homer Hour. So we're going to play Homer first, and I want you to take a listen to what Homer's reaction was to Giannis's goodbye post.
It's crap. If you felt that special about this place, you would not leave. I'm not asking you to feel special, but don't tell me this. On the day you leave, I got to buy this crap?
I think he's leaving on as good as a gesture as he can, right? Without burning the fan base and making it feel like, I'm done with you guys. I don't want to be a part of this thing anymore. Like, obviously he requested the trade and he's out of here. Like, I get all that. It's like he's saying thank you to the city, to the fans, to the ownership for taking a chance on him as a player and allowing him to grow and allowing him to essentially become what he is.
And he won't take a chance on the team or the city. He wants a better chance to win a title. This city and team got you a title.
Homer didn't like the way that it was presented. That was Brian Bulaga with him. So there was a negative response to that from Homer.
Very negative. People
Kyle
in my
was getting
DM.
texts from his buddies saying, people tell Homer to meet him
on Vale Phillips
to fight him.
Yeah, they tried.
Elder abuse.
They
so
was mad.
Kyle filled in on the Homer Hour from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN yesterday and wanted to represent
Milwaukee. I thought representing the good side.
Here's Kyle.
He's a legend. But Homer, you are absolutely wrong. What do you mean he didn't take a chance on this city? He took a chance on the city. He signed with the Milwaukee Bucks multiple times to stay in the city of Milwaukee, to stay with the Milwaukee Bucks. Matter of fact, Giannis wanted to leave the Milwaukee Bucks after last season because he understood the writing on the wall. He looked at Doc Rivers as his coach. He looked at the talent on this roster, and he questioned whether or not we had enough for him to continue to win again. And the Bucks as an organization came to Giannis and said, listen, we're going to do everything we can to try to keep you in Milwaukee. And Giannis said, you know what? Fine. I'll play the first 20 to 25 games. We see how things go, and then maybe you can trade me. But Giannis did not jump ship. He did not abandon Milwaukee.
So there's Kyle, and he's on a different stance than Homer. People are upset at Homer.
Right side of history.
And then people are upset at Kyle now. I don't know what people want anymore. I don't know. So let's play a game of who's mad at who. There's a lot of replies that are mad at Homer and are mad at Kyle for different stances. C-Cat, what do we got?
All right, yes, you got to guess. What is this a reply to? This guy should genuinely be fired.
I think
that's Kyle.
That was Homer.
Well, they usually say, retire.
Oh, that's
for
true.
Homer. That's why I'm going Kyle.
They usually say, how do I have a job?
This was a reply to Homer.
I liked my context.
Yeah,
I feel good about my guess.
Retire means you get to walk away.
This one's nice and show neutral. Show it could go to either. ESPN Milwaukee has turned into an embarrassment of a show.
Kyle.
Yeah, I'm a big embarrassment. You seen that one before?
I see the Kyle.
That's actually the Homer.
Oh my God!
Wow. Well, I guess the whole damn station's a bit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know. Everyone's mad.
I thought that was me.
This one might be my favorite. Why the bleep are you yelling?
Oh, well, that could be either.
It feels like Homer.
Yeah, but I was also yelling as well.
I don't think you were yelling. I thought you were passionately supporting your stance.
Yeah, it's tough. This is very tough. They hate us all. Homer.
I mean, Homer will come in and be hot.
Hot for no reason.
So I go Homer here.
This is a Kyle reply.
No, me. I suck. I don't know why people are mad about whatever they hear.
And then finally, professional loudmouth.
Kyle.
You got it. There you go.
I think that one I know, because I agree.
Oh. I thought what I was spitting was facts. I really did. I honestly, when I did it, I was like, well, I got to stand up for Milwaukee. I got folks in my DM saying, Kyle, you gotta take it to Homer.
Why are you saying DMs? They were in your group chat.
Group chat.
DMs?
Yeah, well, when you message somebody, it's a group chat in my DMs on Instagram. It was an Instagram DM. That's why I
whatever.
said DM.
It's a group chat.
Yeah, sure. And so I'm like, okay, well, I got to stand up for Giannis. I got to stand up for Milwaukee because we can't have a legend being attacked by Homer.
You got to
And so I saw it. Like, we saw it. People were on Homer's ass. People were ESPN Wisconsin. I said, no, I can't let Homer give us all a black eye. I got to protect Ben Bruss. I got to protect C-Cat. I got to protect Jason Wilde, Mark Tauscher, Jen, Gabe, Chewy, everybody.
Hell with you.
Yeah, I thought that's what I was doing. We're bigger than that. We're better than that.
And I also think you believe what you were saying.
I do 100% believe what I was saying. So I was like, this is a great opportunity, a layup. I'm doing a Homer hour.
You got a layup.
I see it on
There ain't
social.
no such thing as a layup in this world.
I see it on social media. I said, all right, there you go. There it is. And all of a sudden, I just get bring, and I'm looking, what's the response? You're trash, fire, you suck, loud. I said, oh my gosh. I realized everybody just loves to hate. No, the people that I was standing up for, crickets. All the haters came out, so I don't know what y'all want. Y'all just want to be mad. That's all. Everybody just wants to be haters. Everybody just wants to be mad. Nobody wants to be happy.
Here's how I know that you were happy and many were happy is I feel like this is a great opportunity to appropriately celebrate and say thank you to someone who over-delivered for you that is a great partner of this show. Palermo's Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have dinner plans, you got them handled because at Festival Foods, Screaming Sicilian's going big with the grab an original edge-to-edge, real cheese with premium topping, Screaming Sicilian, or try the breadsticks warm. The Screaming Sicilian breadstick, oh, man. Warm, cheesy, pull it apart, and you're going to be in just happy pizza land. Each is just $4.99. You heard that, $4.99 at Festival Foods. Screaming Sicilian, $4.99 at Festival Foods through July 14th. I give you the floor as the food truck was at your wedding.
Listen, Palermo's came through because when they told me right here on Kyle and Bruss that they were going to bring their Screaming Sicilian truck to my wedding, I said absolutely. And they followed through, and everybody at the party was dancing, partying, and then they got a delicious delight of Palermo's Pizza late night. I'm telling y'all, it was an absolute hit.
I walked out and saw the truck, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get enough slices, but everybody else enjoyed them. So that's why I love Palermo's Pizza. It was at my wedding, and it could be on your dinner table tonight.
There it is. Shout out to Palermo's a great partner, and making Kyle and all of the guests at his wedding happy, even though the guests at Kyle's wedding didn't make him happy with half of them not giving him a gift. We continue on as I drop that in next.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Yes, I want to be a piece of meat. Yes. That is exactly what. Yes, does it boost my confidence? Absolutely.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org. No matter what business you're in, as the #1 SBA lender in Wisconsin, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions.
Awarded the #1 SBA lender by the Small Business Administration of Wisconsin in 2025.
Don't think twice.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Fruit Store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 46 to 48 ounce selected varieties, Blue Bunny frozen dairy dessert, 2 for $7, 24 ounce essential everyday ketchup, 4 for $5, fresh 80% lean ground beef, $4.99 a pound, fresh sweet red cherries, $3.99 a pound.
It's a long fly ball.
What?
Safe.
Every time I scan, what is happening?
A leaping grab at the wall.
Okay, fine, I'll play. Get a load of this watermelon. And here's the pitch.
Please wait for assistance.
Win Century Foods Ultimate Fan Experiences at Milwaukee baseball games. Throw out the first pitch, hold the ribbon for the Johnsonville famous sausage race, or watch batting practice from the field.
Ooh, what do I do?
Complete the entry form in Century's weekly ad and return to the store.
Oh, no, what happened here? Oh, self-checkout couldn't handle my heater. Here, I filled out my entry form. Gotta go. Have a great day.
I'll go get the mop.
Enter by August 5th.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Homer here. I've been on this journey since January and have already lost 27 pounds and on my way to at least 30. What I love most is how safe and easy this program has been. No complicated plans, just real results that fit into everyday life. If you've been looking for a weight loss program that really works, this is it. For a limited time, get $200 off with our summer special. Book your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at AnnexWealth.com.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee.
Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace in his white shirt popping with that tan. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line where a lot of people had strong opinions on C-Cat, who's producing the show.
Meow. C-Cat.
As he coughed up brandy old fashioned because it was too strong, which is like the craziest thing I've ever heard. And then we asked him, because, again, this all stems from him being a transplant, and we're trying to get him to understand Wisconsin, live Wisconsin, be Wisconsin. Brent from Buck and Honey is a great partner.
Great restaurant.
And a great restaurant that has multiple locations in the Madison area. First of all, thank you, Kyle, for having the view on Giannis leaving.
Yes, sir.
And second, C-Cat, you should know that Wisconsin consumes over half the national supply of brandy annually due to the old-fashioned. Brent from Buck and Honey.
They don't need my help. Wisconsin's got it covered.
Pretty funny response.
Then we said, what would you rate it? You said like a 6 out of 10.
Which is above average.
And then we said, what's your drink? Right? We go, what's your drink? What's
Pina
a 10?
colada, 10 out of 10.
No, you didn't say that.
All right.
You said an iced tea and lemonade.
Yes. That stocks my fridge now. And in college, I would load up on it during the breaks, drive up to college with it, and throw it under my bed.
I don't know if you don't seem very healthy.
Well, you'll learn a thing or two about me, Kyle. I'm not very healthy.
Pina colada is your number one drink.
The worst pina colada is delicious.
So if you went to a bar here in Wisconsin and it's on the menu,
okay,
are you going to get that?
It's a good qualifier because I would not order off menu for a pina colada, but if they're going to put it on the menu, yeah.
Where do you order a pina colada from?
What do you mean?
So you mean you only make them at home?
Well, yeah, home oftentimes. You break
you
the
make
blender
a
out.
slushy pina colada at home?
Listen, man, you know
that
those
is
weird.
the as seen on TV, like those types of blenders that are easy, where people might make their
So wait a
protein
minute, you
milkshakes
invested in
from.
one of them blending machines that just be having all the slushy stuff in there?
So you said you were going to need to figure out who you are because Kyle actually is the cheap guy, the penny pincher, and you fancy yourself being cheap and like all of his actions show. He eats out like every day.
Do you?
Yes, but I have an app for every like fast food, fast casual takeout. It's all on my phone. Yeah.
I don't even know what that means. So you mean you get a discount? Like what is it?
Yeah, you find the
rewards
deals
and points and
offers.
deals.
Exactly. You can speak my language, Ben.
Oh, you're just a different dude, man. The pina colada is the one that's really got me. I just don't. Have you explored outside of a pina colada?
Yeah.
So
like
have you had a margarita?
Sure. There's like those frozen daiquiri bars if you go to any vacation destination like Vegas, where they have the big tall glass. Mardi Gras.
C-Cat, I'm sorry. I don't think I can hang out with you outside because I don't know. Hey, do you guys? Can I get it blended or frozen?
A Miami Vice.
Do you guys do? You gonna go to a restaurant in downtown Milwaukee and ask for a pina colada? Blended.
If it's on the menu, yes.
Blended.
I would never make a special request. That's too much to ask for a bartender. But
can pina coladas be non-blended?
They sure can. You just mix the bottled mix with the
and you like coconut? Is that what that is?
I like cream and coconut. Yeah.
You got a weird taste, man.
It's delicious. Kyle, you just came from vacation.
You know what I didn't order?
What?
A pina colada.
You missed out.
Yeah, I know I did not. I loved everything that I got. It was all sweet and delicious. And I'm one. And see, this is why I'm so torn. Is that I'm not against getting the sweet fruity drinks because I get.
You're a sweet fruity drink guy.
I like a good delicious. But damn it, I have a palate that can take some other hardcore stuff. Not this kid. He coughed up a damn brandy old fashioned.
I don't think it was well mixed. I think that I got a bad top. I think they didn't mix it all the way to the bottom. That might have been what happened. I'm willing to give it a second chance if someone pays for it.
The suggestion is to make sure that he's tried a Jaeger bomb.
Oh, he would cough that up for sure. All the different, the way it goes in and the way
I'd start crying.
Yeah.
Like
So have you heard?
Have I heard of Jaeger bombs? Yeah.
Okay. So have you tried it?
No.
So when you were in college raging.
Mm-hmm.
Raging is
raging.
Not rage.
Got drunk like 6 times in college.
You huh?
Probably 6 times I was drunk.
You remember? I mean, it ain't about that. I'm just talking about raging. Mean you're having a good time. I mean, so you raged on what?
Pina coladas.
We're talking like probably ciders.
Okay.
And like I would choke down.
All right. Nobody's like
I don't know.
pregame with ciders in college.
I don't know. Even my mom would say something wrong with him.
I know. Everyone would say something wrong
I tried to
with him.
fake it with beer like through 2 semesters, and I was like, the jig is up. I don't like this.
Fake it.
Yeah, I took like playing beer pong or flip cup or whatever. I would throw it back. It's a very small amount of liquid, and I would throw up. Like I would throw up into the cup.
Oh.
Something wrong.
Didn't mean to blow that
like
in the last
you said,
30 seconds.
where do we find these people?
Hey, this is what I want you to do. That woman that is working hard in med school, don't you ever leave her.
Okay.
Best thing that's happened to you.
And make sure you get engaged quick before she leaves you, because no one else is going to love you. Back in 2 minutes.
First, on I-41, if you are heading northbound, the center lane is blocked due to a disabled vehicle right near North Avenue. You're going to be on your brakes from about North Avenue all the way through Capitol Drive. We are still seeing clearance from that crash on the left shoulder right near the off-ramp at Capitol Drive, heading northbound on I-41. Heading southbound on I-41, you're going to hit your brakes around Good Hope Road and stay on them all the way through West Hampton Avenue. We're also seeing those usual delays on I-94 through the American Family Field interchange in both directions. Specifically, though, West northbound starting at 35th Street all the way through Hawley Road. We also have some delays on I-43 heading southbound from North Avenue all the way through the downtown interchange. Overnight tonight, slight chance of showers and isolated storms, low of 64. Tomorrow becoming mostly sunny, high of 78. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Elizabeth Lintonen on 94.5 ESPN.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour is brought to you by Siding Unlimited, the 5-time winner of the National Pella Platinum Premium Certified Contractor of the Year. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on K&B. I'm not rapping for y'all no more. You don't appreciate my half-ass raps.
Exactly. Half-ass. He's Kyle Wallace.
I mean, you thought
he's just given up on the K&B fam in the 414 Hour at 4, which used to be something.
I didn't even rap at the beginning of the 414 Hour at 4 with the old instrumental. I never rapped.
Yeah, you did.
No, when it was We Them Boys, no, I did not. Did not rap. What are you squinting for?
I'll go through my transcripts.
Go through your transcripts. I wasn't rapping.
He's Kyle Wallace, as I mentioned. Sassy right now. I'm Ben Brust. Might be a serial killer behind the glass. I don't know yet. I'm still figuring out.
Wild.
C-Cat is
crazy accusation.
Bro, I mean, based off what we've learned about him, it's the only logical explanation of how he exists in the world.
That calls himself a kitten and goes by meow.
And
right?
drinks, and his favorite drink is pina coladas.
I don't think serial killer is it. I just think weirdo. You know, keep him 100. No, I'm just kidding.
I would like to qualify and make a small addendum to my previous stance on alcoholic drinks.
Yes, sir.
I think it's a certified fact that the best an alcoholic drink can taste is a pina colada. Due to the weight of which you have a cream-based drink, I wouldn't say it's my go-to drink.
I don't even know what you were just saying. How did that even add up? The weight of which the drink.
What do you mean the weight?
The cream and the weight.
About the weight.
And it's the best it could taste. What are you talking about?
I'm saying I can't go to a night out and have 8 pina coladas.
In my mind, you're having 10.
Got it. Why didn't you just say it? Yeah, the problem is I can't go crazy on pina colada.
I can only have 1 or 2.
And I get too
you
full.
just don't even know how to talk to us.
But if I was able to snap my fingers right now, close my eyes, and an alcoholic drink could appear before myself, and it's a pina colada, that's the best option. Like, that's what I would wish for right now.
Have you ever had a frozen margarita, like a mango strawberry margarita?
Dude, come on now.
What do you mean? Don't dude us.
And you don't like you like pina coladas better than that?
Yeah, it's a little more subtle.
Lot of stray shots. Not even stray. They're rightful shots on the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776. C-Cat probably wears socks in the shower. Again,
no correlation.
All options are on the table for this guy. A lot of questions of C-Cat or C-Cap.
Because I'm lying?
I'm going to check if you're on C-Cap. See if you got something, because, again, I'm starting to question you as a human being. That's just me. We'll do that later. We're going to hear from MLB Network's Mark DeRosa, as the Milwaukee Brewers did drop one yesterday. Kyle Harrison, 4 innings, a little bit of a shoulder issue, but
elbow,
an arm issue, all the same. Not the greatest news in the world, but I do like that the All-Star break is coming for him, because I don't think he's scheduled to start a game until post-All-Star break. So hopefully good news keeps coming in there. Time to rest. Long season. You need him, obviously, with where you're at, to make a deep run in the postseason. Now, let's get to Mark DeRosa on MLB Network on what he thinks the Brewers have an opportunity to do.
The Brewers have a chance to win the World Series. You have Jacob Misiorowski firing on all cylinders, and we don't know, God forbid, how many bullets you got throwing 104. He's healthy right now, okay? And if you go out and get Tarik Skubal to pair with Jacob Misiorowski and Kyle Harrison and that offense and Pat Murphy at the helm, don't tell me they can't walk into Dodger Stadium and match up and take them down, because they can. The Milwaukee Brewers have, count that, 9 of the top 100 prospects. And Nays is in my ear right now going, Andrew Fisher's not even listed, and he's got 28 bombs in the minor leagues right now.
Tell him, Kyle. Tell him why he's wrong.
He's simply wrong because, I mean, it sounds good, right?
Kyle's a Dodgers fan. I want you to know.
No, it sounds good, but the problem is that, do you know who our general manager is? You know who's pulling the strings, who's making these decisions? He ain't thinking about Skubal. Like, he not. He's looking for other ways to be able to build this team without having to give up any of those top 9 prospects that the Milwaukee Brewers have. That's the biggest issue that the Brewers have, is Matt Arnold is not interested in getting a rental, not interested in getting somebody for 3 months on this roster, regardless of if they can make them more competitive. That's just the fact of the matter. Yeah, it sounds good. I wish the Brewers would be all in and build what I would think would be a really, really good pitching staff. But you know what? They're choosing not to. They're not. So Mark DeRosa can make it sound good. It sounds nice, but it's not a reality. And I live in a reality.
I do find it interesting that this isn't the first time I've seen John Heyman of MLB Network talk about the Brewers and going after what is presumably meaning the main talking point right now for when it comes to the pipe dream almost of Skubal, right? It seemingly is a pipe dream, because I think the price that it would take scares people away, like you and others, of the amount of assets they'd have to give up to get him.
I think the Brewers, all they got to do is give up 2 of the prospects. They don't have to be 2 of the top 5 prospects.
And the Tigers may not sell, because they're trying to. The AL stinks. They're trying to win. Here's from Jeff Passan of ESPN. He came out today with your weakness, your best match, and your dream match. The weakness is a playoff caliber starting pitcher, according to Jeff Passan. Mm-hmm. Best match is Clay Holmes. He is a right-handing starting pitcher for the New York Mets. And the dream match is Joe Ryan of the Minnesota Twins. Would something like that get Kyle Wallace excited?
Again, is Joe Ryan going to be able to make the Brewers win a World Series? Help them win a World Series?
Absolutely.
You think this year? You think he's
absolutely
playoff battle tested where you know that he's going to?
He's a veteran who's like a 2.8 ERA, dude.
2.8 this year, yeah. I mean, again, I'd be happy. Again,
no.
I'm not against any move. This is
the time when you now talk about 2030 in the future and not about 2026.
I just want to make it abundantly clear is that I am not opposed to Milwaukee Brewers making a move, because I believe the Brewers have a deep enough farm system where they could move on from a really good prospect and be okay. They have so many, especially infield prospects. They got outfield prospects. Like, the Brewers are good. But the problem is I don't know if Matt Arnold would want to do it, right? That is my biggest thing. I wish he would do it, because I want to put us in
I want Matt Arnold on the show.
Okay,
we have relationships. It's not a crazy ask. I'll give you his email, Dan.
I want the Brewers to make a move. Like, I really do. I hope they make a move. But my thing is that I don't like to put myself in a position where I'm hoping that they do something that we know they won't. I remember last year I had a glimmer of hope because the season had turned around. The Brewers were playing so well, and it just seemed like, oh gosh, we could be great. Like, we hadn't done something in a while. I ain't gonna lie to you. Losing to the Dodgers the way that they did, it sucked everything out of me.
this day.
This day. How could it not to understand that you can have the best team in baseball, you can have a franchise record in wins, and still have a team bring out the brooms on your behind in the playoffs? That to me is like, damn. And the thing is, it's not even
2026. It's not 2025 anymore.
I get it. It's not like the Brewers got mollywopped. It's just the Brewers didn't have enough bats. They didn't have enough consistent hitting, right? And so that's why I'm just looking at it like the gap between us and the Dodgers is a bigger gap than what the regular season would tell us. It is right now. I don't think the Brewers are only at 2 games, 3 games, whatever it is.
It might be.
I don't think the gap in the regular season that we're seeing is as small as what it's trying to represent. I think the gap between the Brewers and the Dodgers right now is much bigger. It's much bigger. They have so much talent. They have a winning pedigree.
I think you should go root for the Dodgers.
Hell no. I'm a Brewers fan.
Doesn't sound like it.
I believe if the Brewers were to play the Dodgers, they would be the underdog, right? And if you're the underdog, you got to.
But that doesn't mean you're just going to automatically lose.
No, it doesn't mean you're going to automatically lose, but this team is really battle tested.
But it becomes harder to make that upset as the underdog if you go in as constructed as it is with how good you've been coming off that NLCS.
No, I think the Brewers should 100% make a move because I think it would be disappointing if they looked at this roster, looked at this team and said, we're not going to try to do everything we can to try to win the championship. But they've shown us that before, Ben. They've shown us it last year.
I pinpointed it, though. You said where we were last year when the trade deadline was. You're living in fear of Shelby Miller and Brandon Lockridge and Danny Jansen.
No. I don't want Shelby Miller. I don't want Brandon
know that.
Lockridge.
I'm saying you're living in fear of what happened last year.
Yeah.
That because it happened last year, that it can't happen this year.
Last year, Ben Bruss, this is what happens almost every year.
Yes, but they weren't in a position this last year even to, like, at that point, look like they're going to win 97 games. But they still hadn't hit their 14-game and second 8-game win streak.
But at that time, I believe right now the Brewers were part of their turnaround. I know after the All-Star break, the Brewers started off like winning 6 straight games, something like that. The Brewers seem like a team that were trending in the right direction. I'm 100% with you that right now they obviously, based off the record, based off the chemistry, this team is better than what they were last year. But are they good enough to win a World Series with just adding one pitcher?
I choose to believe yes, based off the experience they got last year.
But dude,
that's fine. You can discount you can discount the players.
They got experience, but guess what?
As you just said, they weren't mollywopped. They lost 4 straight games, but all those games weren't like 10-1.
They have experience, but they're still going up against.
It's fine.
I
trust Pat Murphy to get the best out of them in the second time going back to that if they can get
the best out of them might be a 6-game series, Ben. That is just the limitations of what they have talent-wise. I'm just telling you this right now. With Andrew Vaughn, even
I don't even know why you watch.
Andrew Vaughn,
honestly, I don't even know why you watch the games.
Because I enjoy it. Man, I don't expect the Brewers to win a World Series. Like I hope they win a World Series, but I don't go around expecting to win a World Series. That's why it's so different. It's stress. It's not stress free because
it is stress free
because when the games
you already have them written off in the playoffs.
When games get tight, when in the playoffs when games get tight, it gets very very stressful. But overall, like if the Brewers win a World Series, that's amazing. Like when the Bucks started getting good, it's like, oh my gosh, I hope we can win a championship. That'd be awesome if we did. But if we didn't, it'd just be the regular old Bucks, regular old Brewers. So that's the difference.
Just open up your heart, Kyle.
My heart is open, but I live in a reality understanding that the Dodgers are better than the Brewers. They are. They just are.
It doesn't mean they can't build off their experience of last year and give them a better fight and win in the 7-game series.
I think they should. I believe the Brewers this season, they need to go and get a bat. They need to go because when you look at it, you got teams that got guys who hit 25, 26, 28 home runs. Hell, the Brewers didn't have a guy hit 30 home runs last year. Let that sink in. You got guys who already got damn near 30 home runs this year. And the most we had last year, I think, was 29, 28 or something like that. Like, come on now. You need more pop. Nigel Morgan told you need more.
They didn't
pop.
They didn't win the whole thing. They didn't go to the World Series with their pop.
Who?
Niger.
No.
Niger's teams.
No, I'm saying we need.
I know he talked about all of his pop that they had.
You know what they didn't. You know what they didn't do? Get swept in the NLCS.
Well, it is a different time now.
Oh, okay.
Was there deferred money when they were playing?
The time is more difficult now than what it was back then. And that is my whole point, is the makeup of this roster, investment of this roster. History will tell you that the Brewers are not doing enough spending money and don't have enough talent on this roster that is going to be able to win a World Series currently as it's constructed. You need to catch lightning in a bottle where you get a whole bunch of guys that are going to get a fat-ass payday. And the Brewers just don't have it. Andrew Vaughn, I like Andrew Vaughn, but Come on now.
Jay in the 262, this is what I go home and I battle with every day of trying to understand the mindset of Kyle Wallace. How can Kyle be so high in the Packers, who have not really done a whole lot to give you any indication that they are a Super Bowl team, but the Brewers are one of the best teams, and he's negative about them and doesn't believe they have a chance to beat the Dodgers?
I'm not negative about them, but
what
I think
you've already given up on the season.
As I've said yesterday,
the regular season's all you're enjoying.
Y'all have to understand, and that in Major League Baseball there are the poors, and guess what? The Brewers are the working class poor. We are doing more with less. That is exactly what the Milwaukee Brewers are doing. And then you have the rich boys and girls of the Los Angeles Dodgers that are able to buy their way to a championship, and the Dodgers have successfully been able to buy their way to a championship. Their pitching staff is ridiculous.
I want you to watch like The Little Giants or like some sort of movie that
this
will get you inspired.
Ain't a movie. Okay?
No, so I mean, fine. Watch one that's based
you know
off
what
a
was
true
the movie?
story.
Shohei Ohtani hitting 3 home runs in one game, a playoff game.
I haven't done that since.
He did it when it mattered against us, Ben Brust.
Then he's going to do it again.
Nah, he's not going to do it again. But something that you can do again is if you haven't, you need to upgrade your windows in your home. I got a perfect solution for you. It is working with my friends at Universal Windows Direct. I'm telling y'all, I made the call to Universal Windows Direct, and Jamie Shea came to my house, and he didn't try to upsell me. He just said, hey, here are the different options that you have. Let me take a look at your windows. He looked at the windows. He said, hey, yeah, this window's a little old and outdated. I have the perfect solution for you. And let me tell you, I absolutely love my windows, and I cannot speak highly enough about the great customer service, but more importantly, the quality of window that I got from Universal Windows Direct. And the thing is, they didn't cost all this money. They had great deals going on, and I was able to upgrade my home. And right now, you can do the exact same thing when you work with Universal Windows Direct. Right now, peep this. You can buy 4 windows and get 4 free. Yes, you heard that. Buy 4 windows and get 4 free. Plus, you'll receive 48 months of 0% interest financing. So what I'm telling you is this. You pay 0% interest for 4 whole years, giving you the time and the savings to be able to enjoy your beautiful new windows without having to worry about paying a single penny in interest. If this is something that interests you, if you're thinking about upgrading your windows, call my friends at UWD right now at 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000, or simply visit them at universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
More next.
You're surviving Kyle and Brust.
I don't know about y'all. I like to be gawked at, okay?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
On I-41, heading in northbound, we are still seeing delays due to that disabled vehicle near North Avenue. It's now been moved over to the left shoulder, but is still causing backups from about Watertown Plank Road all the way through North Avenue. If you're heading southbound on I-41, you're going to start heading your brakes around Good Hope Road and stay on them through at least West Hampton Avenue. Additionally, we have delays heading in both directions on I-94 right near American Family Field Interchange. If you're heading westbound, it's 35th Street through Holly Road. If you're heading eastbound Holly Road through 27th Street, we also have some delays on I-43 South. Looks like they're starting all the way about Locust Street and continuing all the way through the downtown interchange. Overnight tonight, slight chance of showers and isolated storms, low of 64. Tomorrow becoming mostly sunny, high of 78. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Elizabeth Linton on 94.5 ESPN.
With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Looking for a better spot for your next team outing or client meeting? Welcome to Veer North, Milwaukee's upscale sports bar, designed for more than just game day. It's ESPN Milwaukee's Alex Stroh. Veer North, located on Milwaukee's east side, your go-to for catching the big game, happy hour, or your next group outing. This is more than your average sports bar. Elevated food, craft cocktails, and a modern atmosphere. Perfect for off-site meetings and entertaining clients. And when the game's on, you've got the best seat in the house. Veer North, Milwaukee's east side destination for business and game day alike.
I'm with Eric, Director of Research for Good Karma Brands. They have business technology from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Eric, what does partner mean to you?
Partner isn't just out for them. The partner cares about how we solve our problems, and it can be a mutually beneficial relationship from there on.
And I understand throughout the more than 15-year partnership between Good Karma Brands and James Imaging Systems, you have shared many core values.
Absolutely. Work hard, be honest, over-deliver, follow through, listen, teamwork.
Eric, summarize your overall business technology partnership with James Imaging Systems for me.
Outstanding. As we've grown tremendously, you guys have still been able to meet our needs each step of our growth. That's huge.
AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com.
From large manufacturer to local pizza shop and every business in between, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions. Whatever you're building, you've got this, and Summit Credit Union's got you.
Start the second half of the Brewers season with a stacked series against the Marlins. The whole city's invited to celebrate Noche de Cerveceros Friday, July 17th. Then get the latest Brandon Woodruff Brewers bobblehead, courtesy of PNC Bank, Saturday the 18th. Treat the family to a summer Sunday at the ballpark for Paw Patrol Day on the 19th. Plus, family vibes are through the roof with special kids activities every Sunday. Get your tickets at brewers.com.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Joint pain is awful when you're the person who's fighting that joint pain. But you're probably not the only one affected by it. You know someone you love that struggles with joint pain. You maybe are thinking, how can I help them? Well, you can, because it's July. You got to be outside, moving, playing, living, and they're sitting out or you're sitting out. Let's talk about getting that life back. QC Kinetics is helping people have that happen every day. People who were stuck in that cycle of pain in their hips, knees, shoulders, and back are finally stepping out of it with regenerative treatments done right in the office. No surgery, long recovery, or putting life on hold. Just that relief and then inflammation that's easing up. The pain's going to let go, and we hear it all the time. He's back. She's back. They're moving around. They're having fun. They're living. If this sounds like you or someone you love that you want to get right, QC Kinetics offers a free consultation to see if you're a good candidate. Call 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298. This is good from AJ and the Bird. Kyle, you're my dog. Hoo, 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 hoo. On the Carbless Talk and Text Line, this is Kyle and Brust, 800-990-3776. Ben, ask Mr. Pina Colada, a.k.a. C-Cat, if you know what a grasshopper is.
I've seen A Bug's Life once, and I know what like the cartoon grasshoppers do. I don't know what you're referring to, grasshopper, no.
Do you remember when we had the whole conversation about the whole supper club thing, and you thought it was a club where people got together with like 24 couples to discuss life?
Yeah, it's like celebrating Thanksgiving, but not on Thanksgiving.
Supper club is, again, that throwback, retro, dim lights. You know, you can order at the bar at some places, and you sit down. It's like a different experience. So you gotta check out to become a Wisconsinite.
You should Google supper club and click images.
I would like you to Google what a grasshopper is at a supper club.
Okay, so it has to be at, like, you can't just get a grasshopper.
Typically, it's going to be at a supper club. Is that fair to say, Kyle?
Do you
even know what
I know what a grasshopper is. I usually get them with fudge.
Whoa. This looks delicious.
Talk it through.
From Google AI. The grasshopper is a legendary after-dinner ice cream drink central to the Wisconsin Supper Club traditions, typically blended with 1 ounce green creme de menthe, 1 ounce white creme de cacao, and a generous scoop of vanilla ice cream or heavy cream.
It's like a minty, almost tastes like if you like mint chocolate, like a mint ice cream drink.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Shamrock Shake. That's kind of what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah, very similar. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Did we find something we can connect with you, Mr. Pina Colada?
Listen, I'm going to
Because
try
AJ
it.
and the
He likes
Bird's
cream.
trying.
He likes
AJ and the
cream.
Bird, we heard you like cream, so he went to the cream route.
Thank you, AJ. You can offer cream anytime, and I will be open-minded about it.
Okay, Mr. Cream.
I don't know if I'm asked CCAT because I don't even trust his opinion on anything. So maybe this is between Kyle and the K&B family right
What's
now.
happening?
I need to know if I'm a bad husband.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, you know me.
Hey, what are you
I'm a
gonna jump in
husband
and
now.
say now?
I'm a husband, so I can give you
Yeah, but
advice.
I guess you can on this a little bit more than because I hate when you give the kid advice because you've been wrong every time. Yes. I come home and I open up the door and apparently something happened in our bedroom on the second floor.
Oh, what happened?
She dropped a perfume bottle.
Oh, okay. You got hardwood floors or something?
Onto the hardwood floor.
Oh.
She was in a rush because she wanted to officially become a brust.
Oh.
She had to grab some stuff.
She's a brust now.
And I'd get to the appointment. Dropped the perfume bottle and had to get to the appointment, so couldn't clean up.
Mm-hmm.
Came back to clean up. All of the moisture was dried into the hardwood.
Oh.
And I'm telling you, when I opened up the door,
hit you. Boom.
Boom. Boom.
And you know, perfume has that
it doesn't go away. I mean, the whole
strong.
bottle is gone.
Oh, no. Those are expensive.
I don't even care about.
I do.
It's not
they're,
that. It's
they're
like,
$100 bottles. They're very expensive.
whatever it was. I don't know what it was. All I know is the whole household smelled like perfume.
She got the sweet stuff or like floral stuff.
It smelled good, but it was too strong.
Oh, it smelled like your lady. Okay.
Whatever. But
turn you on.
She was laying in bed and she texted me and she goes, I don't know if I could sleep here. My head hurts. So then I had to, I had to guide her.
Was she woozy?
I was like, I Googled, if there's a perfume spill and you're pregnant, should you be laying in the room where the scene of the crime happened?
I'm sure.
And then she was like, she realized she's like, what's best for me and the baby that's brewing in the body is to go sleep in the guest room.
Oh.
And she gave me the puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, she slept in the guest room, so y'all slept in the guest room.
Hell no! I'm not carrying a baby.
Well,
okay, maybe that came off a little strong.
I know
that's
you
a little
did just
Kyle
say.
Walsh.
I know. No, damn, don't put that on me.
No,
I
it sounds like
that.
Kyle Walsh.
No,
right
you
now.
don't. I would never, baby. If you listen, I would never say that to my wife about I'm not carrying no baby. After I put that baby in you, it was teamwork to make the dream work. So you mean
Why
to
do I
tell
gotta
me
sleep in the guest
Wait,
bed
because
and be uncomfortable? I can
uncomfortable. Don't you want to lay
fumes,
with
I
your
don't care
woman?
if something happens to me, it's fine. Like the fumes, whatever. Like if maybe I had some better dreams. You know what I mean? Because
it's not about whether you can deal with the fumes or not. It is about the comfort of having you laying.
Would you have slept with
Yes.
your wife who was pregnant in the guest room if they spilled a bottle of perfume in your room so it was so bad you couldn't sleep?
I'm sleeping
800-990-3776.
Anywhere my baby go, I go. She
Well, that's
gone,
because
she
she
gone
was out of
right
town
now.
and you were restless.
She gone right now. I woke up 4 times last night. I got probably 4 hours of sleep yesterday because she gone. I miss her.
You get like what's when you wake up? Not like. Is that sleep apnea?
No, sleep apnea is a
Where you-
breathing thing where you put the mask on.
The narcolepsy just fall asleep everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely with her not being there, I wake up all throughout the night.
Oh, you're such a
All throughout the-
sweetheart.
Nah,
You're
I'm
the
a good-
perfect husband.
I'm a good. Well, so
You're
far,
a newlywed.
So far, so good. So far, I have been perfect. It's only been a little less than 2 weeks, but been
My
perfect.
nose is getting tingly right now. Like I have to sneeze. That I have like second hand scariness of smelling the perfume right now.
But that was a choice. But my whole thing is this: forget the perfume. The fact that you weren't a good enough husband to sit there and sleep with your wife, especially if she gave you the puppy eyes, saying, "Hey, I would like for you to lay in bed with me," is ridiculous.
But
Why would you marry
I
somebody
felt bad
that you
a
don't
little
want to
bit,
sleep?
maybe a little bit, not a lot. But then I was kind of annoyed.
Why?
Because I found out she goes, it was actually kind of nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably payback to make you feel a certain way.
I don't know. I was like, is this how it starts? Next thing you know, we're in separate rooms.
Y'all
Like,
been married.
This
less than
seems a little
year.
too quick.
Yeah, you've been
A
married.
little too quick to be enjoying the waking up not with me next to you.
You've been married for less than 11 months. I don't know if sleeping apart like this is something that you want to grow accustomed to. And if she's already saying it felt kind of good to have all this space, you need to immediately eliminate all that space.
Thank you, Cody, on the Cardinals Talking text line. Kyle's lying ass.
What do you mean, lying ass?
Yeah, Kevin in Sheboygan hasn't even heard the story, but he says the answer is yes, you're a bad husband. Sorry, Benny. You know you're my guy, but you're probably wrong. All right, C-Cat, you can join.
Wait, what am I lying about?
Just that you're like Mr. Perfect.
I've been since I got married. I have been perfect.
Okay.
No.
During the engagement, you weren't perfect?
I'm just talking about being a perfect husband. I'm a perfect husband so far. I don't think she would even debate that.
This is one of those, like, can the Dodgers go 162-0 this year in terms of Kyle being a perfect husband?
Yeah, we'll see.
The sample size is just too far to finish the perfect husband, so you should enjoy it while you can.
And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm a perfect husband so far.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm about to sneeze thinking about this perfume.
Well, that was a choice. You didn't have to sleep with the perfume. You chose to do that instead of sleeping with your wife. You wanted to act like you were single. You're not single. You were married. You a married man with
single?
a child and another one on the way. No. Sleeping by your dang self.
I am a sleep snob. Like it's the bed that I sleep in every day.
Well, but you know what's
I'm
more
not pregnant.
No, you know what's more important.
I don't have to worry about the fumes going into my body.
You know what's more important than the bed you sleep in every day? Cuddling up with the woman that you love for the rest of your life every day. That's your damn problem. That's your problem. You too selfish. You got to get that out your system. You got three wonderful.
1 week married man telling me like he's lived it for 40 years.
You about
That's
to have
what, maybe it's all K&B fam here that I need to listen to.
You about to have 3 beautiful women in your life. It's all about them. It's not about you.
I trust me. I live that every day. That's why I was like, you know what? I want to sleep in my bed.
No,
like,
hell no. I can't believe that. That's crazy. I would never. For better or for worse, for richer or for poor.
I love that yesterday, by the way. If you missed it, you can always check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast or YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, ESPN Wisconsin app. Kyle dropped in the marriage advice from his premarital counseling into the show yesterday. Pastor Blank said, "I got to be this." Like, you know.
Yeah. Pastor Shaw.
You
saw Pastor Shaw.
You be doing that? You can do that next 40 years?
Hell, you heard Pastor Shaw. He good, ain't he?
He's good.
Yeah, Pastor. Yeah, he was good. And he made sure you understood that. That's that old Bible now. That's the new one now. You can't be too dominant now with these women. And so, no. So, yeah, I'm listening. And I'm
By
trying
the way,
to be
my
a good
favorite
husband.
part of the wedding was, what was the name again?
Pastor Shaw.
Pastor Shaw.
Bishop Shaw now. He's a bishop. He's a bishop now.
I thought it was Bishop, but I didn't want to jump in.
Bishop.
I saw Bishop on the card.
He is Bishop Shaw now.
Your now wife's dad was.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been at a wedding like this. Usually it's like, you walk your daughter down the aisle and you like give her away, you hug her, kiss her, maybe shake the hand or hug like the groom.
Yeah.
He had to stand behind her for a good 10 minutes as the bishop's saying something. He's like, he was about to go sit down. Bishop goes, sir, I ain't done with you. You're still standing.
Yeah, you got to stand.
I was like, damn.
Yeah. Got to make sure he giving her away the right way. Ain't no quick and easy now. Commitment.
I was like, this is business.
Commitment. But yeah, I'm trying to be the best husband possible. And I know one dang thing. Not sleeping with my wife is one thing that's not on the table. It's not on the table. I don't know how people sleep apart.
I'm surprised you don't have like a shirt from Big Frog yet that says, I'm the perfect husband.
Because I still need time to do that. But if I did ask Big Frog to do it, they would absolutely do it. And you know what? I would buy 500 of those things so I can pass it out to anybody else that is a perfect husband as well, because Big Frog will make it happen. If you have any corporate needs for you, if you got a big golf tournament coming up, you got a big event coming up, and you need to order in bulk, guess what? Don't fret. Big Frog is there. Whether it's shirts, whether it's polos, whether it's like me where they gave me a whole bunch of chargeable portable wireless batteries, you can do it all with Big Frog. They have no minimums, but the thing is, I had a big order of 220 wireless chargers that I need to get done, and they came through for me just like that. So if you're looking for anybody, you're thinking, okay, we want to get these custom shirts made for this group, or we want to get these polos, or want to get these hats, guess what? I have the place for you. It's Big Frog out in Mequon, and I'm telling you, Basil and Brittany, our customer service is truly second to none. They have a great design team. They have fast turnarounds, but more importantly, the quality is magnificent. So if you are looking for any type of orders, big or small, you got that big corporate event coming up, you got 1,000 employees, and everybody needs a shirt that is quality for a great price and a quick turnaround, make sure you visit my friends at Big Frog in Mequon. That is Big Frog in Mequon. You can visit them online at bigfrog.com/Mequon, or you can go in the store in Mequon or give them a call today. Again, that's Big Frog in Mequon. I promise you, big or small, they'll take care of you.
CCAT is a disaster. We'll see how much of a disaster his catastrophic segment is next.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Eleanor Roosevelt and Franklin D. Roosevelt.
They were kissing cousins?
They were cousins. You know that?
But were they kissing?
What do you mean they were married?
Yeah,
what do you mean?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
First things first, on I-41, if you're heading northbound, we are having delays due to a disabled vehicle off to the left shoulder. It starts at around Watertown Plank Road and stays pretty heavy until North Avenue. If you're heading southbound on I-41, you're also going to be seeing some backups from about Good Hope Road all the way down through about Hampton Avenue. We have those usual delays due to the construction on I-94 heading in both directions, westbound from North 35th Street, eastbound all the way through from 70th Street through South 27th Street, as well as on I-43. We are having backups pretty much all the way back, starting if you're heading southbound, starting on Hampton Road all the way through the downtown interchange. Overnight tonight, slight chance of showers and isolated storms, low of 64. Tomorrow becoming mostly sunny, high of 78. Weather is brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. For custom apparel that helps your team, business, or event stand out, choose Big Frog. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Elizabeth Linton on 94.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Meet Jim and Rita.
We went on a motorcycle trip.
But somewhere in Wyoming, Jim and Rita were in a serious accident.
They blocked off the interstate and everything and took us to the hospital.
Sometime later, Rita made a discovery.
She had noticed that the bracelet was gone. And I asked the trooper, is there a chance we can go out there and see if it's still there?
And amazingly,
he found a couple of pieces.
It was only 2 tiny links of the bracelet.
Jim was determined to buy Rita another bracelet from Kessler's.
And I had my checkbook in my hand.
But when he arrived there,
and I said, okay, how much? And she says, that's part of our warranty.
Jim and Rita discovered the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty.
It's just amazing that you guys do this.
And it's true.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple.
It surely is miraculous.
Read the Kessler's Miraculous No Small Print Warranty yourself at KesslersDiamonds.com.
It's a summer of big wins with WinFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. Just play with your Potawatomi Rewards card for entries and your chance to win cash and reward play all summer long. Then keep the excitement going because all your monthly drawing entries roll over into the WinFest final drawings on September 25th, where you could win cars, dream vacations, free play, and cash. Don't miss out on WinFest only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. After your round, stop in the clubhouse for food and drinks. Call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com.
Some companies build projects. At Professional Construction, Inc., we build relationships.
That means showing up early, taking pride in the details, and having each other's backs, on and off the job site.
We're looking for skilled carpenters who really care about their craft and want to be part of a team.
Not just another paycheck, but a place where the people you work with actually matter.
If you work hard, take pride in what you build, and want to join a tight-knit crew, then we'd love to meet you.
Apply today at professionalconstructioninc.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Make sure you check out the Princeton Club in New Berlin because it has everything you need to help you grow in 2026. They're going to cheer for you along the way, and the best way you can grow is by having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there with the pool, outdoor and indoor. That outdoor pool is bumping in the summer. Free childcare with a membership. Drop your kids off, get a workout, go enjoy the pool yourself as well. Personal training, state-of-the-art workout equipment. Literally, if you ask me, what they got it. New recovery area for you to get better after your workouts. Plunges, saunas, massage chairs. Literally everything is at the Princeton Club, so check it out for your better tomorrow. Princeton Club. All right, C-Cat, your time to shine.
Barely keeping Kyle and Brust on the air.
You decided to marry her. You decided to put the baby inside of her.
I love the NFL.
And somehow still finding time to judge the world around him.
You poked the bear. I'll do you one better.
With C-Cat, this is Catastrophic.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey there.
Hey, Ben.
You like the cat sound, huh?
Like, it's just trying to be memorable. And like, see cat, it sticks in the head. I've taken a lot of shrapnel today for my taste in alcoholic beverages. I finally do have the list of the 10 Wisconsin things that I need to do as soon as possible to consider myself at least trying to become one of the people. Because it's not for me to decide, one of the people. That's for them to decide. That's going to come up later on in Catastrophic, but we start with a problem in my personal life.
Uh-oh.
I brought it up a couple of times. I have my first ever bachelor party attended coming up next weekend. And it's a destination bachelor trip, not your classic night before the wedding, just getting drunk on the town and going to the gentleman's club. It's one of those new school things where you take a golf trip. And luckily for me, these guys aren't from around here. They wanted to go to Wisconsin. So many.
What better person to show them Wisconsin than you?
So many top 100 courses in the United States of America are in Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
Right around this area. So it's going to be a full, 4 days of that.
It's too much.
The problem that we came across a couple of weeks ago is that I wanted to create some sort of tournament. Right? A prize on the line. Each round matters throughout the entire thing.
I remember this. A cup. You ordered it.
Exactly.
And everybody had to send you money for it.
They acted like Kyle Wallace's wedding guests and, didn't
Skipped
send.
out?
Yeah, I haven't received any Venmo quite yet.
You probably made a decision before they agreed to it.
I have the prize. I made the group chat. I had remorse because I'm not the best man. But I made the group chat. I overstepped, and it was kind of agreed upon between you guys and my girlfriend that I overstepped in terms of bachelor party planning as not the best man. I did it again.
Uh-oh.
What did you do now?
The damn best man is in planning Jack. We only have one round scheduled, and the guys fly in on Thursday morning next week. We only had the destination round on Saturday. Going to go to Erin Hills. Very excited for that, of course. We still have a couple of other days we're supposed to play 3 rounds of golf, and none of them were planned yet.
Okay, this is what you got to do. Okay, at a certain point, you got to dry snitch. You know what dry snitching is?
No.
Dry snitching is where you don't directly say, he isn't doing his job. You go into the group chat and say, hey, I can't wait for y'all to come next week. What's the plan for Thursday, Friday? I know Saturday's good, but what are we doing Thursday and Friday? Where are we golfing at?
So I pretty much did that.
That's my man. Dry snitching.
I was like, so what time are we thinking Thursday, Friday? Like, what are we try to get the ball rolling?
Oh, you shouldn't say should I.
Say, should I get the ball
rolling? Should I. You should have put it back on him because all they're going to do is just now put it back in your lap.
So we go back and forth, flight times. We're going to be out late on Thursday, so we don't want Friday to be too early.
Excuse me. Wait a minute. You said that you're going to be what on Thursday?
Out late on Thursday.
I thought you said outlet. I said, I know y'all ain't going to the damn outlet mall.
I wasn't surprised.
No, y'all not going.
Looking for a deal.
Yes, you get the back wall that has the top stripped off of the sneakers. You get a good deal at the outlet mall.
Out late.
Out late on Thursday.
In Milwaukee?
Lake Geneva.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, we'll make it work.
Out late in Lake
We settle on time.
Out late in Lake Geneva.
What's late to 11? Midnight?
Yes.
Is anything open?
Ain't nothing open past 11.
You can find some supper clubs that we talked about.
Geneva.
Okay. We'll be up late in Lake Geneva at our Airbnb. Guaranteed.
Okay.
Whether it's in or out.
Drinking pina coladas.
So all 5 of y'all.
Exactly. No one could frickin' pick a course. So what did I do? I picked the courses that we're going to, despite not being the best man, despite not being the groom-to-be, and I scheduled these tee times. This feels like the third strike and he's out as best man in control of the bachelor
Are you going to have a heart-to-heart with the groom or what? Do you want the job or not?
That's
you either got to stand up for yourself and say, I want to be this, or...
Because this is the fun part of the job, right?
Nah.
No, the bachelor party planning isn't the best part of the...
I plan my own bachelor party because I just didn't... My friends, they know I'm very particular.
Okay.
And it was a damn good party.
Right? Like, it was never blurred lines. No, you took control of it and didn't have to insinuate.
I asked for their opinions. They knew what it was.
Just do. You just got. You're all in. Just do it all.
Okay. Yeah. I booked the tea
Rich
time.
Pecker chimes in and Spread Eagle, your guy that you learned about yesterday.
Yeah.
Probably driving on Highway 69. C-Cat is gaining some cred with him solely on the fact that they're coming to Wisconsin for the bachelor party. Now he just needs to take ownership because they're clearly relying on you.
Yeah, they are.
So when they threw different scenarios out there, did you pick any of the ones that they said, hey, maybe this one or that one?
No. This guy...
Oh, you're a control freak.
This guy wanted a $250 tea time on a Thursday.
Oh, he got money.
Apparently so, and he apparently thinks that we have enough too. It's like, come on,
Did
man.
you tell him that? Say, hey, bro, this is $250.
No, I didn't. I didn't want to be the poor guy.
So wait.
Everyone else was also probably would agree with me, but I didn't want to be the first to complain about the money.
Y'all. So what? So then how did y'all? Because if it was me and I'm the best man, and I said, hey, this course for $250, and then your cheap ass booked something for $50, I'd be like, whoa, what happened to the $250? When I get there the whole time, I'm complaining. This is trash.
Well, the groom's going to pay for his own tea time.
No, I'm talking about, no, you said the best man threw the $250 tea time out there.
It was somebody else. The peanut gallery threw out the $250 tea time. The best man is just MIA.
You need to talk to...
Call him!
Yeah, this is...
And
you're
I don't want to be mean.
You're so passive.
Yeah, you're
I don't want to
Have a tough
assume
conversation.
that the best man did book the Aaron Hills tea time like 4 months ago. So I kind of was under the assumption that he had it somewhat under control. And I've had a busy life lately, this new position.
Here he goes with his busy life nonsense.
I don't know. This bachelor party, I'm going to be honest with you, this bachelor party sounds like it's going to suck.
Horrible.
This is going to suck. Man.
The logistics, the Lake Geneva late night Thursday.
Lake Geneva late night Thursday. Bro, y'all haven't done enough prospecting to understand there is no late night Lake Geneva fun. We're going to have fun playing cards and drinking pina coladas all the way till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Can't have a tea time too early after we have those sugary drinks.
So what time? Yeah, what are you guys? So what are you doing Thursday when you get in? What time is golf?
Thursday.
I'll stop asking questions that we're just gonna find out. It's just gonna suck.
Do something fun, man. You ain't got to go to a gentleman's club, but do something.
Me and my girlfriend are coordinating the pickups from the airport. We need the 2 vehicles. It's 6 people, so she's gonna drive down with me to O'Hare, pick up everyone. She's hopping on the train, going to work from there. And we're going to drive up to our first stop, a golf course I found in southeast Wisconsin. We're going to play golf.
Right away off the plane playing golf? This bachelor party sucks. You would have got kicked. Actually, you could have came to my bachelor party and you would have just been like, oh, wow, this is wild. Ben's bachelor party, you would have said, oh, wow, this is wild.
Different strokes, different folks, man.
I don't like your strokes.
I didn't have a bachelor party.
Oh, that was 1940.
They existed.
That was the
back
Old
then, too.
Testament.
Oh, what did you do for your before your wedding then?
Our families were there, and I think we had some sort of a meal. The morning of my wedding, I played tennis, and then got married and left.
You didn't have a reception?
Yeah, after the wedding reception, and then
were you dancing?
Later,
were you grooving?
No, I was just definitely not. The most embarrassed I was dancing with my mom.
Oh, wow.
I just felt so weird.
I should have invited you to my wedding home. I'm sure you would have gave me a card with something in it.
He's still mad. Half the people that went to his wedding didn't get him a gift.
They didn't give him anything?
Not even a card.
I don't care about a card. I didn't care. I want cash or what I'm getting. I mean... They didn't give you anything?
I had people ask me to come to the wedding, didn't give me a card or anything.
I don't care about a card.
Money. I say card because you
all he cares about is what's inside the card.
I've handed cash to the bride or groom.
No, didn't nobody hand us anything that day. Actually, my friend in the NFL did throw a $20 bill.
That is wrong. Have you ever gone to a wedding?
Never.
I mean, even if I'm invited to a wedding and I don't go,
you send something back
to
the no.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I thought so too.
He's got guest list remorse right now.
I got a cousin who didn't tell me he had surgery. He had surgery on Monday of the week of the wedding. So then I called my mom and said, "Hey, Mom, I haven't heard from our cousin." And so she hit him up the day of the wedding. He said, "Oh, I ain't gonna make it." I had back surgery Monday. You knew you had back surgery Monday. I could have got you off the list. I'm gonna send you something. Okay, but you know what? I don't need anybody to send me anything.
I always change that. Change that right now. So you'll take anything that anybody will send you for your wedding.
Well, he's keeping the registry open for the next year.
I am keeping the registry open. Homer, if you want
what?
I can send you the link as well. Hey,
have you ever heard of
they know that they can still give him something?
Have you ever heard of that?
No, but I'm for it. Based off the way that his attendees are acting.
I'm telling you, people claim they're gonna, like, somebody told my mom to still send them something, but you know what? It's all good because at the end of the day,
send you anything.
I
don't want anything from the registry. I would tell them my bank account is open.
The registry is
Venmo
closed.
or whatever you.
Yeah, the registry is closed. It really is. So I'm hoping we get a little bit more, but that's okay because at the end of the day,
it's not okay.
Well, thank you, Homer. But even if
Ben, don't you think that's horrible?
I know it's horrible.
It's awful.
We went
deep.
Trust me, Homer. Off air, I'll tell you more. But you know the thing is,
I don't want any more. I don't need any more.
What you may need is windows from Universal Windows Direct. And so if you are looking to upgrade your home because you're sick of the cool air escaping and the hot air sneaking in, guess what? You can upgrade your home with Universal Windows Direct. You can buy 4 windows and get 4 free. The more windows you replace, the more you save. Plus, you'll receive 48 months of 0% interest financing. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Homer just told me he doesn't want to get invited to weddings because he knows he has to give cash. I wish people going to your wedding had the Homer idea.
Me too.
Next. Brian Balaga.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
I think I need to take medicine. I've been sick for a month.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Kevin Moret for Mentality. For our guys wanting to lean up and preserve their muscle mass, nothing is more powerful than combining testosterone therapy with GLP-1s. The TRT builds muscle and fuels metabolism, while GLP-1s target fat stores of the body. Clients currently combining these 2 revolutionary treatments look better than they have in years. This treatment isn't for everyone, only the guys that want next-level results. Start today at lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com.
Your premier Michigan golf getaway includes rounds at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Book Monday through Wednesday for best availability. Savor elevated dining and unwind at the full-service Drift Spa between rounds. Grab quick bites in the expanded Sage Run Clubhouse or refresh overlooking the 9th and 18th at Sweetgrass. It's all part of an unforgettable golf experience at Island Resort and Casino. Plan your getaway at islandresortgolf.com.
Sports are changing. Faster, stronger, smarter. So should your beer. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp and refreshing, no extra baggage, built for people who go hard. Still drinking the same old light beer? You're stuck. Flight is changing the game. Level up. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Wisconsin, are you keeping up? DJ Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Since January, I've already lost 40 pounds and dropped a couple pant sizes. This program has been simple, safe, and their team has helped me every step of the way. Best of all, it's built to help keep the weight off for good. If you're looking for a weight loss program that works, Milwaukee Weight Loss is it. For a limited time, get $200 off with our summer special. Book your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
Here's to experiencing it all this summer in Wisconsin. Every deliciously cheesy, rockin', magical, fireworks-filled, festival-loving moment. There's Cheese Curd Fest in Ellsworth, Strawberry Fest in Cedarburg, Festival of the Arts in Stevens Point, and the Renaissance Fair in Bristol, Honor the Earth Powwow in Hayward, Mile of Music in Appleton, Venetian Fest, Brat Fest, Summerfest. So many fests for your whole crew. Find them all at TravelWisconsin.com. Sponsored by Travel Wisconsin.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Your soccer update brought to you by Discount Liquor is telling you that did France win?
Everybody's right. France is the best.
Oh, did they end up beating Morocco?
2-0 in the 90th.
Dang, they took off in the second, late in the second half.
It's over. It's
Milwaukee
not over,
and Waukesha locations. Check it out for all your partying and tailgating needs. Brian Balaga.
Yeah, really
going to be a short one today before the Homer Hour. Welcome into the show.
How are we doing?
Oh, we're living. We're living. Nothing good to report on the United States men's soccer team. And how are you going to get Homer?
Have you addressed
$10?
this? People coming to the wedding and not donating anything.
It's not a donation. I mean,
no, it is a donation.
Brian, what would you do if you invited if about a third of the people you invited to your wedding didn't give you a card or anything?
That's not possible. Is that possible? Would you?
It's
say?
possible.
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, that's a large number of people. Yeah, that's wild. I just thought it was normal etiquette to do that.
Me too. Me too.
Homer, you want to know what you could do? There's nothing you can.
Well, no,
do.
and I just want to make it clear. I don't want a damn card if there's no money in it.
Hey, I thought. Listen,
Brian's probably nicer than that.
Brian, I thought legitimately. I thought that maybe something happened to all the gift, like, cause you know you have
He's
cards.
the wedding planner. He said, "Hey, is there? Are we missing?
Is there another box with stuff in it?" Like legit, and then people started like I did have a couple people hit me up say, "Hey, I had people send me stuff or Venmo me or say, hey, the card's in the mail," but not enough. Not enough.
Man,
thank goodness for family.
That's a tough guest list.
Now, who you tell? They had a good time. You was there.
Oh, everyone enjoyed themselves.
They was having a good time. Brian,
the open bar. I don't know if those bartenders saw $1.
Listen, I said I feel bad for them because I didn't get none. I know they didn't get none. Brian, they was so excited when the open bar opened back up. It was supposed to be first dance. They at the bar instead of watching me do my first dance. They didn't give a damn about me. They was there for the food and the liquor.
Yeah, I mean that's normally what people go to weddings for. I mean,
yeah, that's why you
you
only have beer and wine free. That's it.
No, I didn't do that. I had every liquor free.
How'd that go?
If you could go back, what's the one thing you would change?
Who I invited.
Seriously, it's all about the money. It's all about the money.
No, I mean,
is there people that you love that's family that didn't give you?
Of course, it's all about the money. Other than getting married, but
how much were you looking to recoup back?
That's a great question.
So I will be. I want to put all my business out there, but
you already have.
I was hoping from non-family members to get. It was 200 people at the wedding. I was hoping to get at least 15 to 20,000. You know, you do the math.
That's a little high.
You think that's high? $100 a head?
Everyone's.
But that's just like you got to remember. Some people got registry gifts, so I mean
that's true.
That's true. You just want straight cash.
You
shouldn't have had a registry.
No, we don't.
You should have never had a registry.
I thought you were going to say $100 a couple.
Yeah, $100 a couple. You got it's 200 people. $100 a couple. All right, so yeah, maybe
that's
maybe
10 grand.
I wanted 15. I was hoping 15.
If I cut my gift in half, I would have been the second highest gift giver. Not really.
But no, Ben Bruss is very generous. Invite him to your wedding. He was fantastic. But yeah, Brian Blog, I just
again,
I'm going to get married again just to invite him to the wedding.
Renew your vows. I'll be there. I'll give you some money.
Yeah.
I found out everybody. Some people just show up for a party. I
asked Brian if he's ever gotten an invitation that he didn't, even an invitation that he didn't send him something.
Have you ever gotten an invitation to a wedding and not attend and not send something?
Yeah, my wife will always send something.
Yes.
I should invite the damn Bulagas.
Yes, you should have. I would have told you that.
This is well, too late now.
Knowing he's not coming from Florida, but maybe you might get something from his wife.
You will.
Vial renewal 2027.
Brian Balaga and Homer next.
Heading northbound on I-41